Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zagard-tastic stream. It is I, your friend, the one, the only Z, a single Gard, Zagard, and I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, noon, night, evening, whatever time it is for you today. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den, my friends, and I'm so happy to see you all for Wacky Wednesday, along with my friend Andrew AKA TheMythologyGuy.
Hello.
How you feeling, my friend?
I am still recovering from a sickness, but I'm a lot better than I was before, so that's nice.
It's alcohol,
especially considering as you know, and as some of you know, I fully recorded the next inaccuracy video while sick, because I wanted to get it done. Like, otherwise God knows when I'd be able to get it done.
Yeah, I just letting you know, I've been keeping it as like a kind of secret what the next one is, and letting the audience try to guess, but I won't tell them if they get it right.
But you know what makes me happy? I was just going through some comments, and I keep seeing more and more people asking for it. So that makes me happy, because I think those people are going to be very happy when it airs.
Have they been asking specifically for it, or just for a next inaccuracy video?
Well, people have specifically been asking for an inaccuracy video on this.
Got it, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Which, obviously, I don't want to spoil for you guys what it'll be. But, yeah, I'll tell you this, it's not one of the Thor sequels. Not that we won't eventually do those, but
there's reasons.
We're just mixing stuff up, and yeah, it's also partially, because we have a sponsor for the video, and they didn't want it to be a Thor video for some reason.
They didn't want it to be specifically Marvel.
They didn't want it to be anything Marvel-related. Yeah. And I was like, why? And they were like, well, we've sponsored Marvel stuff, and it didn't work for us before. I'm like, all right. But, you know, I was kind of considering doing what we're doing anyway.
Yeah. So what were we doing again?
We just defeated the Raven yokai.
Right.
Yeah. And you can either go to the next main mission or do some side missions. Given how it went last time, I think we should do some side missions.
Yeah, where are the side missions?
Now, it says main missions, see at the top left? Okay, so everything else. So that's one we already did, and that's a new submission.
Kind of weird that they're called submissions.
It's obviously best to start with the lower level stuff. So, you didn't read the description of what this mission is, Shane.
Doesn't matter.
Apparently, there's strange fires being caused, and you need to investigate what they'll be. Or what's causing the fires, basically.
That.
There you go. Alright, maybe check if we can level up, because we currently have 8,000 on Rita.
I'm gonna spend all our Rita on gambling.
Thank you for the tea, by the way.
Of course. You see, I made it with a very ancient Japanese tradition. Boiling some water and putting tea in it.
That's amazing. Well, we're actually very close to leveling up, so maybe just go kill a few guys and we'll be there. Hello, Direwolf. Hello, Toko. Hello, Paul, the video game NPC, and they have redeemed a posture check.
Alright. Time to sit in a new position.
I don't think that's what posture check means. But okay.
I'm changing my posture.
Okay, L from Death Note.
If I don't sit like this,
as you can all see, I am very sexy.
The moment I stop sitting like this, I immediately decrease my mental abilities by 40%.
Glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Toko. God rest your soul for Dark World. Yeah, that's a boring as fuck movie. Some people have actually commented, are you still going to say inaccurate doesn't mean bad when you do Dark World? I'll be like, yes, of course, because Dark World isn't bad because it's inaccurate, it's bad for other reasons.
What is Dark World?
Thor the Dark World.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Even when I've only seen that movie once. It was one of the few movies I did not rewatch before Infinity War.
I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah, you poor thing.
And I still say it is the worst out of all the Marvel films. I honestly haven't seen one that made me more bored. Because, like...
I don't think I ever rewatched Iron Man 2 either.
Iron Man 2, it has problems, but there are things in it that I find so fun. Like, Hammer is so extra.
Yeah, it's still an Iron Man movie, you know? There's always fun stuff in an Iron Man movie. Though, I don't know how the Iron Heart movie is going to be, if they even make one. Oh, you didn't pick up the thing.
Oh, right, you have to do it and then press it.
Well, no, it's because when you do it, you do get something, but then there's another thing that drops.
Why not just give me both in one?
I don't fucking know. Alright, yeah, you're able to level up now. Might as well. Alright, do whatever you like. You're playing right now. Remember to preview, like, what it is.
I'm just thinking.
Magic is of no use to us right now. We don't have any spells equipped.
Yeah, but when we do have spells...
Then you can start upgrading it. How about that? How about that?
This will help with ranged and my weapon.
Yeah, that'll help with your weapon and our bow. That helps every weapon, hey.
What does key pulse do exactly?
Oh, that's the, you know, when you...
right, okay.
That's pretty good. That helps all the weapons. It helps yours out by 2, so that's pretty cool. So, skill looks pretty good.
I'm just looking at what we get from...
Yeah, of course. Stamina, that'll... Oh yeah, sometimes stamina helps with the weight thing. I forgot about that. Actually, it might help a little more than strength.
That would make sense, though, because it's more about...
Yeah.
You know.
Alright, maybe next time we want to equip better armor, we start upgrading the stamina.
You do the thing. There we go. Julie, do the thing. What do we have set for Kodama again?
It should currently be on Amrita. You can... oh no, wait, you can't pray at it without restoring everybody, but you only killed one guy. We have a lot of Kodama. Pretty sweet.
It's Guardian's...
No, Kodama Blessing.
Sorry,
yeah, we have the Amrita.
The font one is... The font is honestly kind of bad. So
and there's no Kodama in this level, so you don't have to look
just...
for any. I'm just letting you know it says 0 at the bottom.
Yeah, I think we should probably increase our elixir drop rate.
Are we low on elixirs?
Let me see. What do we have?
Well, right now we have full on us. And the rest are, like, I think in the shrine, so I don't know if we can look at them. Oh, right there. Okay, 8 with us, 8 in the shrine.
I still think we should probably get a few more elixirs just for later.
Let's get some elixirs. Elixir drop rate by 15%, because we've got 3 of them now. Pretty sweet. Yeah, farm some elixirs.
Especially since this is a submission. It's fine.
It's an opportunity to do some farming. Oh, Nioh, it's time. Yeah, I'm glad Baron's excited for that. I will also say, for anyone who didn't read the community post, the next inaccuracy video involves more than one mythology. So, yeah.
Oh, you announced it there, okay.
Yeah, I did. I like to give a little hint each time as to what the next inaccuracy will be, now that it's a mystery. It didn't used to be a mystery, everyone knew it was going to be a God of War game each time.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh, hit him while he is down. Yeah, hold triangle, hold triangle. There you go.
That didn't do much.
Yeah, it really didn't.
I think it's probably because of my weapon.
It might be. We did equip a more powerful one not that long ago, but...
I was thinking more because of the type of weapon I'm
using. Maybe it has something to do with that. Alright. And remember, if you get in a tough jam, you have your super.
Oh, he's almost dead.
One thing I say is, when you're out in the world, unless you're fighting a boss, you want to try to always pick up more elixirs than you use. So far you've used 2. But fortunately you have the drop rate up.
Yeah, that was also kind of a...
I think that might be blocked off for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because submissions, sometimes they change little things about the world, like they only let you go to certain parts of it.
That's fine. Okay.
Oh, did you see something fly by?
I did not.
Okay. This is a yokai I'm pretty sure you know about.
It's the penis yokai.
Oh, you got a rock.
I got a rock.
Look, you know who that is?
Oh, fuck no.
You know who it is!
The baby eater.
Yes, it is. The baby leg eater, specifically. It's Wanyudo! Wanyudo, which translates to wheel monk. These guys are pretty tough. So.
Yeah, I can tell based on the way they're moving.
Now, they do have a pattern, so, you know. But, I'll let you learn it.
I'm gonna wait for this guy to roll by first before I pick that up.
I'd recommend maybe starting in an area that you can, like, get back to easily without getting trapped.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be my only way through.
Well, did you try the main entrance?
Oh, right, this isn't the main entrance.
This might be my only way through. Did you try the front door?
Listen here, I didn't think about that.
The front door is that way, my friend.
No, I'm just scouting the area out so that way I don't get
I
surprised.
know, I got you. Oop. Speaking of surprises. By the way, I think that for this mission, that one shrine might be your only shrine.
That's fine.
So your mission, obviously, is to destroy what's starting the fire, so you gotta clear out these wheel monks.
I'm guessing it's Gongwudo, yeah.
Yeah, it's one. Oh, I guess the front way is not usable. Okay, maybe you did have the right idea. But at least now we know. And knowing is half the battle.
The other half is not knowing.
Exactly. Because people fight more when they're confused and don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
If we knew everything, there would be no battle.
What is battle without knowledge?
Battle?
What is knowledge without?
Oh, cool, you got a spirit stone. That's good. That's a 1,000 dome reader right there. Oh, Jack got another Oni. Why did I say Yoni?
Yoni.
Another Yoni. I was mixing up the words Yoki and Oni. Black Widow is the one I hate the most. Oh, the movie? Yeah, that movie sucked. The family stuff I like.
Yeah, it is bad, but there are things in it I like. There is almost nothing redeemable about Dark World.
Yeah. Taskmaster still angers me, as Taskmaster should. That was the worst Taskmaster ever. Like, what the hell was that?
Oh, it still angers me.
Yeah, that angers me too. I hated what they did there. That was really, really stupid. Everything about the character gone. Oh, good, you got an elixir. Nice. Oh, and another one. Nice.
So that was a net loss of 0. Because I had to use up 2.
Didn't you use more than 2? You're only at 6 right now.
Well, I used one before.
Because you started with 8. Right now you're at 6.
Oh, with that fight I did? Okay, no more.
Yeah. No, you started this whole...
Yeah, no, I used... I meant during that specific
fight.
fight.
That specific fight. Okay, yeah. I got you.
Hey, definitely this weapon
It's a shame that other Oni didn't drop any elixirs.
That's okay, there are more enemies to fight. Honestly, I feel like I'm playing hard mode because I'm using a really weak weapon.
Do you want to use the sword?
No. I'm gonna see how far I can go without needing it.
Alright, Shane just turning up the difficulty on himself.
That's the real gamer way. You gotta play with the hardest.
Toko agrees with you though, but Dark World is the worst. And Toko is also the one who doesn't like Dark.
It's because
so he's saying Black Widow is the one he hates the most, but Dark World is just objectively the worst.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's an
No, yeah, I get that because I don't hate Dark World because it doesn't do anything bad, you know. Whereas Black Widow does. It ruins Taskmaster's character. And I really wanted a good Black Widow movie, and you know we're not going to get another one, at least not another Scarlett Johansson one, so it really sucks that that's all we've got for her.
Also, for some reason, they decided to put her into the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I heard about that. Maybe that's why they made Taskmaster a woman, just to set that shit up. But because they can't have the actual Taskmaster be in the Thunderbolts because he's too much of a villain? I don't know.
But that's so stupid. Because
no, it is. It's really dumb.
I don't know. I really don't get it. Because she literally has no character too, even in the movie.
Isn't Taskmaster like a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent in like one version?
I don't remember if he's a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent.
Oh, cool! You can put out one of the fires. That's good.
I don't remember if he's a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent or not, but I do know that he knows stuff about S.H.I.E.L.D.
That's why originally on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. everyone thought Ward was gonna be Taskmaster, which I think would have been cool, but
he ended up being Hydra.
Well, they thought after Hydra fell through, he was going to become Taskmaster.
Then he became.
He became. Exactly.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, it was one of those, you know. Oh, and I think there was a new type of Oni.
Yeah, it was the floating heads.
Yeah, those. Yeah, in in Japanese myth, yeah, there are like 3 types of the floating firehead yokai, and they are a type of Oni. Yeah. I don't know if he can fit through the door though. Okay, at least you've got some space out here. Now, if you oh, and there's a guy throwing shit at you. That's a problem.
Okay, so what do you think the strat is here, Andrew?
Okay, I'd say get to an area where the dude can't throw shit at you. And now, okay, I was about to tell you and then he did it. Okay. What these things do is they like to charge you. Their attacks are blockable, though, I was gonna say. So you want to block when they try to charge you, and sometimes if you block, it'll knock them down, and you can hit them while they're down.
Makes sense.
Typically what you want to do is let them charge and let them either hit you while you're blocking, or if you don't have enough stamina, dodge out of the way and then hit them while they're like being like, oh shit, I missed. Right. What?
You went off the edge.
I know, I just don't know how I did the diving attack when he wasn't over the edge.
I think you can just do that. There doesn't have to be an enemy there.
Let's test that hypothesis. Oh, you're right. Okay. Cool.
Makes sense.
Oakley,
imagine if you could only do that if there was a guy in front.
It's like, there's no one there, I'm not doing it.
It's like, okay. The Phoenix is through that way.
Oh, it's down this way?
Well, it's...
Oh, I forgot there was an opening here. Oh, shit.
No, that
I blocked a little too late there. Okay, okay. Let's get the Phoenix, and let's get the Umbrella.
How you doing, Yuki? Yuki?
Are you calling her a demon?
Him?
I thought Yuki was a woman.
No, Yuki is a guy.
Oh. Sorry, Yuki. Hey, he called you a demon, so...
He's a snow demon.
I may have misgendered, but he misspeciesed. Oh, cool. Got an elixir.
Look, we both only have half a brain cell, and we're both sharing it.
And with those 2 halves, we don't make anything.
We make...
Oh, wait. I think going down here was a bad idea.
No, if you just go behind
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah, I can just do this again.
We make Captain Unplanet.
Captain didn't plan anything. Okay. There's the guy who throws shit.
Am I a lady now? Do I get big badonkas? No, you get small ones, but you can upgrade.
You get paid less. Okay. Alright, so here he is. Okay. Hello, Nioh. I should heal. These guys do a lot of damage.
I like the way they designed them.
Yeah, you got the face on there.
Although...
Yeah, okay. Also, yeah, you want to make them run into shit. That's another way to knock them down.
I had a feeling, but I was trying to run away. I didn't realize how fast he'd be when he attacked.
Yeah, these guys are a pain to fight, even, like, late game.
I vaguely remember watching someone fight these and was, like, not having a good time with it. I don't like the way they designed the face. Like, I like how creepy it is, but it feels very un-Japanese. Or I should say...
I think they're trying to make him look more tortured, which he is supposed to be.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I kind of like the ancient Japanese art style with, like, the red demon horns and stuff.
What you're saying. Okay, got one down.
No, you know what it looks too much like? It looks too much like a Brendan Fraser monk.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, I figure I might as well give you guys the tale of Nioh for anyone who wants to know. Now, Nioh doesn't have a specific, like, backstory as to what he is, but, yeah, like I said, the name literally translates to wheel monk, and that's why in this game's compendium, I think they call them wheel monks.
On the left of the fire.
So basically, Nioh is a man's eternal damnation, basically, kind of like Ixion in Greek myth, only instead of having a whole body strapped to a flaming wheel for eternity, the face is part of a flaming wheel for eternity, and not in the underworld, in the overworld. But it's supposed to be like the face of someone who was a horrible, like, tyrant in life. And he, like, zooms through towns very quickly, and he doesn't like when people look at him, because I guess he's self-conscious. So at one point, he's zooming through this town, and there's this woman taking care of her baby. But she looks out her window and sees Wan Yudo. And he sees her looking at him, and he gets all pissy about it. And he's like, hey lady, instead of looking at me, you should be looking at your child. And so she looks down at her child and just sees her child has no legs now and is screaming in a pool of its own blood. And she looks back at Wan Yudo, and he's chewing on the baby's legs. Which is beyond fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell, Japan? And that's why he said baby eater when he saw the wheel monk. And you realize what that suggests. That suggests in the time it took her to look from Wan Yudo to the baby, he zoomed to the baby, bit off its legs, and zoomed back.
Which means that he's probably as fast as the Flash.
Through her window, by the way. She was indoors, and he was outdoors.
So Wan Yudo is basically just the Flash. He's the yokai Flash.
Yeah, with baby eating and all. As we all know the Flash does.
Speaking of, they have, in the comics, found ways to make the Flash even more OP than he already was.
Oh, you know the Flash show ended recently?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I watched the ending and it was dog shit.
Oh,
Because the whole show is dog shit.
Not the first 2 seasons were pretty
Okay, well, yeah, but it became so dog shit that it took away all the goodwill of those seasons, in my opinion.
If you have more bad seasons than good, your show is bad.
Yeah. Also, if you have a bad ending, it can be argued it kind of ruins the whole show. People, like, there's this one analogy this one guy made that I really like. Game of Thrones is like a delicious meal, with several wonderful courses and side dishes. But then at the end, they serve you ice cream with a big pile of shit in it. And no matter how great the rest of the meal was, you are left with the taste of shit. And it is no longer a good experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't say that was a good meal overall when that is how it finishes.
I will stand by that the story that they do is good. It was just the execution was terrible.
What, of The Flash?
No.
Of
the ending
of Game of Thrones. God, they did so many stupid things in those last seasons. Okay. I can't handle both of you at once, so you come over here. Come on, come to Diddy. Come to Diddy. I said come to Daddy, I didn't say throw shit at me.
It's actually
Don't throw the Flash TV show at me.
So how does the show end?
Okay, one good thing about it. I'm just gonna spoil it because I don't give a shit. It's a terrible show. The only good thing about it is in the final episode they bring all the past speedsters back to fight against the Flash's team, but they all go out like total bitches. Like, none of them actually fight the Flash except for the main villain now, who is now Eddie Thawne, by the way. You know, the guy who literally sacrificed himself to save the Flash.
Wait, he's the
gets
villain now?
brought back to life, and he becomes a villain in the stupidest goddamn way. Like,
is it because of the fact that he's married to Iris?
Yeah, it is because he's married to Iris. But, like, it's, like, throughout, like, the whole time that he comes back, like, so the negative Speed Force wants him to be its new avatar.
Which is a thing in the comics.
And he keeps saying no, because he says, this is wrong, I don't want to do this, like, you know, this isn't what I want to do. But then literally while he's talking to Barry, like Barry when he sees him immediately goes, Eddie, I never thanked you for saving my life, thank you, and he hugs him, and and I'm like, oh good, like they're acting like real goddamn people. But then during their conversation, like, Eddie goes, the negative force brought me back, though. And Barry says, yes, but the negative force is evil. And he goes, is it? How can I trust you, Barry? I'm like, where is this even coming from? And, yeah, so he just, like, suddenly decides that he's gonna trust the negative Speed Force, and he wants to be evil now. And so, yeah, now he becomes the new evil avatar. And then what ends up happening, like, after all the other speedsters go out like bitches, like, they all get taken down so goddamn easily by a bunch of, like, Barry's team now who you don't give a shit about a single one of them. I didn't, for sure. Barry doesn't even bring any speedsters to fight them except his future daughter. And what's annoying is, like, Jay Garrick shows up, but he doesn't fight anybody. He just shows up to, like, support Barry when he's like fighting Eddie Thawne. I'm like, you know, I could easily believe Jay Garrick could beat those other speedsters. Why didn't you just have him fight some of them? Like Zoom comes back, like Eobard Thawne comes back, Savitar comes back.
Ugh, Savitar.
Yeah, fucking Savitar. But if you're gonna bring them all back, you might as well. And Godspeed also comes back. Did you even get to Godspeed?
No, I didn't.
Oh, there's another shrine here. Oh, didn't know that. Yeah, well, so Godspeed also shows up, and he's a character that matters so little.
I know Godspeed in the comics.
Alright, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
And there goes your super.
That was... Okay. So, that was what we call a learning moment.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, no! Oh, no! No! No, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Remember when we ran past that
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not doing that. That is not what's happening.
We can level up.
Yeah, great. See, it was all part of the plan.
Oh.
Ooh, 40 life. That would be pretty good. And it would get you more damage.
Hey, I'm down for
Alright,
that.
let's just see what everything else does.
Oh, I see why I do so much less damage. You have like 50 damage.
Oh my god! Okay, yeah, that's probably why. This would give me 2, this would give you 2.
I don't mind.
Who do I value?
Whatever you want to do, I don't care.
Alright, I'll do this for now. This also gives us more ki.
Someone said about Nioh Hot Wheels, the Japanese.
Hot Wheels, beat that!
Hot Wheels, eat that.
Oh, god damn it. How dare you. So, yeah.
Wrong, he's not the Flash, he's Thawne. Wait, what? Wait.
Okay. Maybe he's saying Yudo is Thawne.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And so then, after all the Flashes get their asses kicked, by the way, Eddie Thawne's, like, Flash name is Cobalt Blue, which, okay, I don't even know what that means.
I think that is from the comics.
It might be. But, so then what ends up happening is, you know, Barry, like, is like, I need to battle the negative Speed Force, and then this one character says, if you defeat him, they'll just choose another avatar. You need to do more than defeat him, you need to change his point of view. What? And Barry's like, it's impossible, I can't do it. You know what, and it's like, what do you mean it's impossible? One, it's Eddie. Why are there, you both here again, god damn it. What do you, like, one, it's Eddie, you know him, and 2, you've turned villains kinda good in the past before, so the fake drama is so stupid. And then, you know what he does? He literally just tells Eddie while they're fighting, like, Eddie, like, you have to be better than this. And he maybe says one other thing, I don't remember, but I swear to God, he says 3 sentences max, and then Eddie just is like, okay, and he stops being evil. And it's like, what? No, that's not a believable... Oh, but, you know, before that, back when Eddie's deciding whether to be evil or not, he goes to talk to Iris to ask her to be with him again. And Iris, I don't know what was going on with the actress, but she's reuniting with, like, the guy she used to be in love with, and her delivery is disgraceful. She literally is just like, Eddie, you're back. My god, it's you. No, Eddie, I love Barry, and I love my life. It's like, can you have a goddamn emotion in the series finale?
Honestly, I think she was probably just checked out at that point.
It's horrible. It's horrible. You know what you should have done is not have them have that meeting. You should have had Iris turn him good again.
That would have made sense.
Yeah.
But what, even more than that, you shouldn't have had it be Eddie Thawne.
You shouldn't have. It's stupid. You can have the Negative Force try to get Eddie Thawne, but, like...
No, it should have just been Eobard Thawne again, because part of the whole thing
they wanted to do something different, because they did Eobard Thawne 20 times.
But here's the thing, though. Eobard Thawne is literally the greatest villain.
It makes even less sense if you think about it, because the Speed Force brings Eddie Thawne back to life, because it's like, Eobard Thawne was the best avatar I ever had. You're a Thawne, so now I want to use you, because I can't use Eobard anymore, because he's dead. And I'm like, okay, you can bring Eddie back, but you can't bring Eobard back? That doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess you can't bring him back for the 80th time. Maybe that's what's going on. But then, after Eddie becomes the negative avatar, they do bring Eobard back! Because they bring all the speedsters back! It's like you can even bring Savitar back, who literally was erased from time. So what's going on here?
And well, here's the other reason why it should have just been Eobard is because part of Eobard Thawne's whole thing.
Oh, we did it.
Oh, we were just supposed to kill all the
Yes,
Wanda.
we were supposed to kill all the Wanyudos.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a terrible, terrible garbage piece of shit show.
Well, here's one of the reasons they should have just brought Eobard Thawne back. I get that it would have been like boring, like, oh, it's Eobard again, but the whole part of the thing about Eobard Thawne is he is so linked to time travel that he is kind of connected to time. So any version of Eobard that you're seeing might not even be the version. It could be Eobard like right before you beat him the last time. He literally is just, he cannot truly be destroyed, even if he is truly destroyed. So it's, I don't see the point in doing Eddie Thawne.
It was garbage. It was such garbage. Anyway, back to this Japanese mythology game.
Yeah. In the new Flash movie,
Don't spoil the new Flash movie. We're gonna watch it.
We're gonna see it on Friday.
If you spoil the Flash movie, I don't like you. Even if it's bad, I don't care. I don't want it spoiled.
Yo, mythology guy and Zagard. Good luck, have fun. Hi, Alexi Sandio.
Okay, this makes me laugh. A yokai wreathed in flames? Who could have imagined such a thing? There's like 100 in Japanese myth.
Yeah.
It's not unusual.
That would be like saying a rabbit that is really fast. Who could imagine that?
This is a woman exercising power from the Cleopatra.
Oh, God.
You know, the queen, she's exercising power. Didn't see that coming, did you?
Didn't see that coming. No.
Oh, my God. Yeah, she's the queen and she's exercising
power. Alexios, how you doing?
And next, we have a show about Gordon Ramsay. This is a man cooking food. Thank you for helping. The village elder was more grateful than he could express in words. Is that why you didn't talk to me? That's what you say when you don't want to talk to people. Oh, I'm more grateful than I can express in words. Honey, will you please say hi to my mom while she's here? Tell her I'm more happy to see her than I can express in words.
What a way to just skirt.
Although, as he left, he was muttering something about needing more sacrifices.
More sacrifices for the darkness, darkness, darkness.
Okay, great.
There's definitely a lot of learning to happen in this game. That makes sense. Today I watched Renfield. Ooh, how'd you like it, Toko?
Yeah. Did you have fun with that? I had fun with that.
Alpha says, to be fair, I never liked Iris' actress. I liked her in the first few seasons. She was fine.
I never really cared about Iris throughout the show. That's
true. She's not a super great character in the show. The actress I always thought was fine. She was doing what she did.
You know, I actually never really bought their romance, because it felt like, you know, at the beginning it was a one-sided crush.
Yeah.
And she's with someone else, and she's never shown interest in him. And when he confesses how he feels about her, she says, like, you know, I don't feel the same way. So it's like, where did it even come from?
I mean, I do know people's feelings do change, but it did feel kind of...
I know, but if you're gonna write a story like that, that's even more hard to get right, and they did not get it right.
They should have had her have,
they really didn't. You should have... It needed to be something you built up a little more over time or something, or show her falling in love with him. I didn't for a second believe she fell in love with him. I remember watching later seasons being like, oh yeah, I forgot they got together.
I remember in season 3 when he asks her to marry him and then she doesn't do it because...
Oh, that's stupid shit.
The only reason you asked me is because it'll change the future to keep me alive. I'm not gonna stay married to you.
And then in the same episode, he proposes again and says it's for real this time, and she goes, "Oh my God!" And it's like, why would you believe it now?
Yeah, honestly, she was just written terribly from the.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
we can't stop talking about the Flash.
I mean, when there's a bad show,
I'm glad it's over. I'm so glad the Arrowverse is done.
It started.
Why did I watch
solid.
all those shows? I didn't watch Batwoman. That's the one I was like, no. Because they all, except Supergirl didn't start good. But the other ones all started good. Even Black Lightning started really good. And then they all just got bad.
Supergirl started interesting, but it did not start
I didn't like the first season of Supergirl.
I didn't hate the first season of Supergirl, but as I watched it, and I read more Supergirl comics, I liked it less.
The thing is, I already kind of knew about the character, so I was like, you're just doing Superman again. And not well.
And then when you do bring in Superman, you just kick him, cut him down.
They literally twice in one episode have to emphasize, by the way, I was at full strength and you beat me. You got that, audience?
Like, that doesn't make me like the character more.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That just makes me hate Superman because he's so weak in it.
Anyway, Sir Engine, I have a rather embarrassing request. A famed sword, treasure of blah blah blah, titles.
Excalibur!
Right now, I'm Robert Baratheon right now. Titles. Has gone missing. I recall feeling a fumbling at my waist while I was grappling with the demonic harlot in the cave. Oh, this is the guy we saved from the Kino and but she didn't have it. How do you know she... Did you go back down and check? It must have been some other demon. I beg of you, please find the sword and return it to me. So you want me to go down and strip search all the demons?
Strip search, alright. Hands against the wall.
Yeah, it goes down. Alright, oh, yeah, I was actually going to say, turn around, hands on the ground, and the Onis are like, I know my rights, you samurai fascist. And like the samurais look at each other, are we the baddies?
No, it works even more because we're from Europe.
Yeah,
in a foreign
you colonizer, get out of here. You pirate.
Baron says, about the thorn accuracies, you made a mistake with Lao Fei. You called her a giant, but Lao Fei is actually a goddess.
Yes, there are Jotun gods. Like, Skadi is a giant and a goddess. So,
and so
there
is
you go.
Loki, technically.
Plus, it's actually kind of inconsistent whether or not Lao Fei is a giant. Not giant, it is a goddess. Like, in God of War, they don't have her as a goddess, and because it's kind of inconsistent. Hello! I think this cop is the one who took the sword, because like I said, they always have shit on them.
And they're really annoying to fight,
Hey,
right?
Actually, I was about to say this should be a mechanic, but I technically don't know it isn't, because I've never tried it. They should have it where you can bow to the kappa, and they'll bow back, and then be frozen.
Do you want to try doing that with the...
I don't think it'll work with this one.
Oh, okay.
Because this one's like our main thing. Can you? I think this is the only one that won't like burrow away because again, this guy's our
part
main
of the mission, yeah.
mission. Like it would be really stupid if he could just burrow away. God, he has a lot of health. Fuck.
It's probably because he's a mission.
Am I gonna have to come back?
No, I think you can kill him. It's just gonna take a while.
Yeah, okay, making some progress, and he's not really hurting me.
He's just,
Oh,
yeah.
there was a. Damn it! There was a. So those floating head demons, it's a kind of a good idea to kill them because they ignite your blade, which then makes it do more damage. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I thought he'd get caught in the shockwave. Shit. Get back here. Yeah. Okay, that was a good.
Still
choice.
a good idea.
I'm gonna kill this guy.
I know you had a chance to when that Kaffa was attacking.
Yeah. Okay, got some more shit. Okay.
How are we doing? Alexios is trying. I'm doing pretty good. Andrew.
Oh, Alexios is here. Hey, Alexios.
Andrew is still getting over his cold.
Don't you dare awaken that fucking thing. Problem is, chasing him is using up all my stamina, which I then need to hit him.
I mean, if you get him into a corner, it seems like it's fine.
I could have killed him, but I had no key.
You're fine. He's still in this corner.
Now I'm really out of key. Don't let him leave. I'm sure he'll try to awaken that thing. There we go.
Yeah, okay, so that was our mission.
Yeah, okay, let's go around and see if we missed any key or
Look
anything.
for a shrine.
All the enemies despawn when this happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let's go around and get everything. Anyway, what did anyone ask anything in the chat?
I'll just go through some stuff. My opinion is similar to Andrew.
Fuckers.
The scenes with Dracula and Renfield are great, and the fight scenes are great, but everything else was not interesting.
It's not for everybody. It's like, you kind of have to like be into like self-help a little to enjoy certain parts of the comedy and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Wilda's really into like self-help and shit, so I've kind of learned about that world through her, and I actually caught a lot of like actually legitimate stuff in the film. I was like, oh, that's cool. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say there are things in it that are good, and then there are things in it that are completely pointless, like her sister. besides
yeah.
being a catalyst to get kidnapped, was completely useless.
Yeah, actually, that was pointless. We thought the sister was like gonna betray her or
Yeah, and
something,
then,
and then
no.
it didn't happen. We were
I
like, oh,
liked
I
the-
guess we're not doing that.
I liked what's his name, the voice of Sonic playing that crime
he
lord.
was fun. Like that
so-
scene where Dracula like screams in his face, and he's just like, did this enemy forget to despawn? I think we came across a little glitch here.
He's part of the Trinity.
Hello?
No, he's offering himself to you, Andrew.
Hello? Yeah, look, the game's not even registering him. The target isn't changing color.
That's pretty funny.
I think the game fucked up. Hey there, how you doing? It's a nice ass you got there. Yeah. Anyway, now that I've done something Twitter considers unacceptable...
He was presenting himself, literally.
Do you hear people get, like, banned for teabagging now?
On Twitter, or?
In actual tournaments.
Oh, yeah,
and
there have been a few tournaments where that's happened.
Okay, I guess a lot of guys are just...
Okay, then.
But also, like, there are people on Twitter who are literally commenting, I saw someone get teabagged, and they're literally saying, like, watching someone get teabagged in a video game is the equivalent of you being assaulted.
Yeah, I've seen those
And it's
comments.
like, what's wrong with you?
The people who say that have not been outside and touched grass in a while, because
Yeah.
any normal person would not equivalate that. Like, you can say, oh, that's rude and you shouldn't do it. And you could say,
you can here's, I think, the appropriate negative reaction to teabag. Hey, come on, what the hell? That's it.
I can understand saying don't do that in a tournament because it's more because they have sponsors and sponsors might be uncomfortable with that sort of thing.
Yeah, like you can say, hey, don't do it in a tournament. That's like it because like it's weird, it's rude, and it's poor sportsmanship. And,
Yeah.
come on, we have some sponsors.
But you have to say that beforehand.
Yeah, like.
The incident where it happened, it just like out of nowhere, they're like, nope, you can't teabag
And
now.
it was someone doing it to their own teammate,
Yeah.
and they banned the whole team as a result. And it's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's why that scene was dumb. But and then the Twitter people always always the internet takes it to another level.
Yeah, God, I hate Twitter so much.
Apparently, it's only gotten worse.
Oh
so.
yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
I don't know.
When Elon Musk took over, like there were people going, he's gonna save it. There were other people going, he's gonna destroy it. And I just went, this ought to be interesting.
Yeah,
that was. I don't use Twitter. I don't give a fuck if he saves or destroys it. I was just like, this ought to be interesting, and I was right. It has been very interesting. They're like, well, don't you want it to be okay for the people that do use it? It's like, it wasn't okay before. It's a piece of shit. I don't care what happens to it.
The only thing it was good for was quick information about, like,
just
movies
like quick news or something.
Yeah, but you can get that literally anywhere,
Yeah.
so it's not unique. So I never cared.
Okay, I think we've... Oh, wait, I think a new submission appeared. Yes, that's the... Whatever that says.
We got a bowing animation.
Ooh. Oh, we got what all those guys were doing.
Oh, I think it's because we killed the Kappa, and then in the Kappa story...
Wait, actually, maybe... Is this something we can actually use, I wonder?
Well, let's try it.
Bestowed upon my father by Lord Nobunaga himself. How could I ever have faced my father again if I'd lost it? My deepest gratitude. Don't tell my father, okay? I'm not giving it back. Fuck
This
you.
is mine. You can't have it.
Sucks to be you.
I went through all that work.
Oh yeah, we got a new submission. Kambe the Overlord.
We
It's
might as
still
well do
lower
it.
than our main mission, so yeah. I'm just gonna... I think we can level up, so...
Sounds good.
Yes, we
You
can.
pick whatever. I'm going to read up on the chat.
Okay.
Let's see. Every time the cop was on scene, I was reading 3 Caballeros fanfiction. I was that uninterested in her. This is one of the few times where I actually liked Aquafina's character. So, a thing about Dracula and Renfield. Dracula in the Bram Stoker book is not harmed by sunlight, yet in Renfield he is.
Yeah, well, that's the popular.
Yeah, that's just
version.
because it's a lot of people know that. So.
Renfield's also doesn't go to a self-help book in the book, so, you know.
That's true.
Oh, and actually, you know, it was funny when he was reading out of that self-help book, like, Wilda was like, those are actual quotes from, like, shit I've read. I will no longer tolerate abuse.
And then when Dracula just says, what the fuck?
You know what a lot of people missed was the reason Dracula got into his place in the first place was because there was a welcome mat.
How do you miss that? That was...
I can understand
guess.
maybe missing it.
I mean, didn't they, like, zoom in on it, though? Maybe not.
Yeah, but some people don't get why it's zoomed in. They're like, what's the significance of that?
I know we got it, because we laughed as soon as we saw it. The Flash was a show that wasn't, that wasted great actors. They wasted Grant Gustin, the best Flash, and I will never forgive them.
I don't think... Okay, well, I guess live action, you could make it.
Yeah, well, out of two.
I still think, what's the actor who played Jay Garrick? I think he was a really good Flash.
Yeah, agreed.
What sucks about the Flash show, and, like, this will give us 40 HP, and it'll...
Yeah, go ahead.
So let's do that. And the Arrowverse in general is just wasted opportunity. Like, Crisis on Infinite Earths, the amount of, like, references and shit they had in that, I was like, this could have been amazing, and it was one of the worst things I've ever watched.
It's because CW started focusing on drama over plot as the series went on.
It's like, you've got Kevin Conroy in here playing Batman. You've got the original Robin from the 60s. You get... like, even, like, the actress from the old crappy Birds of Prey TV show. You have a nod to the 90s Flash TV show. It's like, this is all, like, the ingredients of something amazing, and it's so bad.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that. I remember when it was coming out, my friends were like, oh, it's... I think you'll really like what they're doing. You'll really like... And then I watched reviews, and I was like, I don't like what people are telling me that they're doing.
You know what sucked was I went into it knowing it was going to be bad, because that was, what, like, 7 years of Arrowverse at that point,
Yeah,
9 years of Arrowverse at that point. I was like, at this point, I don't expect it to be good. So when I saw all this setup, I was like, oh no, you're going to waste all of this.
You're going to waste all this potential.
Like, it's opening, and it's like like in the 90s Batman universe playing the Danny Elfman theme. I was like, oh no, you're going to waste it. And then it's in the Birds of Prey world, and then it's in the 1960s Batman. I'm like, oh, you're going to waste all of this. And they did.
No.
They wasted all of it. They had Smallville also.
Yeah, I remember they had Smallville. That was...
Why didn't you... You know what I thought? Like, I thought when they did Smallville, I was like, oh, cool, are we going to see Michael Rosenbaum come back? And they didn't have him. I thought, oh, I guess he didn't want to come back. But I've watched Michael Rosenbaum's podcast. He's actually really passionate about the Lex Luthor character in the Smallville show. I'm like, I think you could have gotten him back. Did you not ask?
It might have been he asked for too much money and the CW doesn't make any money.
I don't think he did, because he doesn't get a lot of work.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he read the script and was like, no.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Just no. Okay, let's do this. Kembe the Overlord. Sir Engine, could I ask you to search for another sword in the same place? You guys need to hold on to your damn swords.
Well, you know, there's a lot of them.
How many Kappas been raiding your shit?
They broke into our sword vault. Oh, thanks for following, Sam Trox.
Anyway,
welcome to the Dragon's Den.
And anyone who knows about Kappas knows that the main thing they steal is people's buttholes.
Yes, that is true, but...
So how come these Kappas never drop any buttholes when I kill them? Where is the booty? Show me the booty! Back up the booty!
Clipping that.
Just go into the Kappas, like, hey, you know where I can find that ass? Where's that ass? The Kappa's like, I got that ass right here. I got some anus right here.
Anus. Give me your anus.
I believe you already found it for him once. Wait, what?
Is it the same sword?
Wait, is it the same fucking sword? Hold on, let me read this whole thing. Could I ask you to search for the sword whatever, treasure? I had entrusted it to that oaf, but he just came to me wailing that he lost it again! I believe you already found it once. The fool probably dropped it during that fight with the yokai. What fight with the yokai? I just got back!
It's
I
been
would ask
2
you
minutes.
to come to the cleanse. It's been fucking 5 seconds! How did you lose it?
I can see why you
know,
call him
I'm not giving it back! I'm not giving it back! You can't have... You don't deserve it!
God damn it.
Rumor has it that around the time the sword was lost, dead warriors began to roam the cave. It's been 5 seconds! What do you mean, rumor has
You walk outside the cave, he's right there. Hey, we already lost it. What?
Word travels fast around.
God damn it.
Help me, where's my nose? Where are my eyes?
How do I hear if my ears aren't reading?
God damn. It's the same cop. He took it again.
I think the problem is that with the comics,
now.
Iris is never really the focus of attention. You rarely see her, but in the show, suddenly she's the main character. Yeah, that kind of is a problem.
The thing is, like, I always see that as an opportunity. If a character has, like, no role in the source material, now you can just, you really have, if you want them to be a main character, there's more you can do with them. Instead, they just make her, like, Lois Lane again with the whole writing thing. I don't know if that's in the comics. I've read comics. I've never come across Iris once in the comics.
Yeah, well, she's very much in the back.
Oh, it's one of those. I can get it from here. You see that? Let's see if I can hit it. Yes, I killed him. So, what that guy was gonna do is, you see this red, like, fallen warrior thing?
Mm-hmm.
The guy was gonna resurrect this.
Ah, okay.
I found the spring. Hello. Hello, little guys. You gonna bathe with me?
What does a hot spring do again?
Ah, what happened? They drowned! A hot spring fully restores your health and gives you a temporary passive healing.
That was kind of a waste then, wasn't it?
Exactly. Shane, I didn't think, okay? Thinking is overrated.
That's true. Thinking rhymes with sinking, and that's no good.
What are you, Sonic from the 90s? That's no
That's
good.
no good.
But, like, yeah, if a character does almost nothing in the source material, doesn't that give you more of an opportunity to do something cool with them?
No, Andrew, here's the thing. Romantic love plot. That's it.
That we've seen 1,000 times.
Romantic love plot. Must romantic love plot. This is
I love
the
how
scene.
Iris is the only one who didn't notice Barry was in love with her. Fucking Eddie noticed, her dad noticed. Like, and even her dad's like, she's with the wrong man. She should be with you, Barry. What? How disrespectful to your daughter, first of all. And how disrespectful also to your partner, who's been very respectful towards you. It's like, what makes you think she belongs with Barry? Like...
Maybe Eddie's actually secretly doing cocaine in the bathroom. He knows about it.
Joe read the script. He was like, Barry, there's gonna be some horrible writing with Eddie later. I don't want my daughter around. Yep.
Ooh.
Giant skeleton.
What's it called? Not Gashu Dokuro, right?
No, that would be like the godly Oni.
Which one's the giant skeleton that absorbs...
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Am I mixing things up? You might be right, actually. Gasha Dokuro. What's the name of the godly Oni? Fuck. I think I...
Onikami.
Oh, yeah, it's Otakemaru is the godly Oni. Yeah, you were right. Gasha Dokuro is the skeleton made of other skeletons.
You know why I remember that name? Because there was one time we played Immortals, and that shit was so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything, and then I had to summon fucking Ares.
Well, see, Immortals was educational. The pain helps you learn.
God damn it!
God damn. So Shane, as you were sitting there suffering, just being like, "What have you learned?"
Hey, but this piece of shit is the worst fucking thing on the planet.
Don't insult Gasha Dokuro.
By the way, just FYI, the biggest thing about this game is how deep its combat mechanics are once you get into it. It's amazing, it's better in Nioh 2, but yeah. Let me know if you want to know some things taken into account this game's combat. I have a ton of experience in these games. Well,
That's cool. I mean,
can you give an example?
I've also I just knocked them both over the cliffside.
Nice.
Yeah, I've played this game a lot in my spare time. I haven't beaten it, but I've again, I don't want to say what boss I got to because I don't want Shane to know it's coming. It's a yokai he knows about. I know this for sure.
Ah.
Like, yeah. What is funny, though, in this game is one of the main things I look forward to is what yokai are going to be bosses. And, like, in the second half of the game, there are several bosses that are just like humans. And I'm like, I don't care about you. Fuck off. Give me more awesome yokai bosses. But there are several awesome yokai bosses, so... And I did just get to a yokai boss, so it's still happening. It's just I got to a part where, because it was kind of like an open warfare thing, there were like 3 or 4 different human bosses. I was like, I don't care. Like,
and honestly, the story of this game is so dog shit.
Oh shit! Yeah, see, he's doing the thing. Where is he? I gotta find him. Do you hear that, like, strumming?
Yeah, I think he's around the corner.
Yeah, I might have to fight this one. Yep. Okay. Is this our first time fighting one of these?
No, we did one in one of the first levels.
Well, gonna have to fight this one in order to get the shrine. Oh, also those strummer guys stay dead. They never respawn.
Oh, that's nice. Your key's super low.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, killed him. Where
Hello,
are you?
Jack Dawson, first time on stream, just finished watching Bramble on VOD's channel, wanted to check out the stream.
Well, thank you, and I apologize that I have not put out the 2 Nioh streams yet.
Oh, he's up there. Yeah, you see him now?
Yeah.
That's what he... Oh, by the way, the yokai is not the guy. It's the violin.
Yeah.
That. Oh, he's summoning more, motherfucker.
I had a feeling it was the item, not the person.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty typical for mythology and Japan.
Yeah, see, now our blade is ignited, which is cool. I can kill him, he keeps summoning these. Okay, I think that's all he's gonna summon for now. I have to hit the yellow thing to kill it, because that's where the heart of the yokai is. Got it.
There we go, nice.
Nice.
Well, anyways, thank you for joining us. Shiri Kodama Concern Dodge.
Okay, we can level up again.
What do you remember of my Go Cooker idea? What do you remember?
Okay.
Ooh, someone caught a Durlodon. Nice job, Alexia. About Heimdall being the whitest among the gods, in the Old Norse language, the word white didn't used to describe skin color.
Yeah, I know. It can also be described as bright and stuff like that. To be fair, I never said he was white. I said he is described as the whitest of all the gods. Do what you will with that information. So technically, all I did was quote the book and tell you to draw a conclusion from that. So y'all can't say I said anything wrong. I was very careful with how I phrased that. Was I not?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Like, what's that one Brian Regan bit? I asked you which one do you like better, and I was careful to phrase it that.
If anything, you should blame the way they wrote it. Instead of saying the whitest, they should have said the brightest or the most handsome of all the gods.
This is going to give us a lot more armor ability.
It's kind of like how bright
I
equals
don't know which
smart
one
in
of these
English.
to do. This gives us a lot of health and gives you some good weapon damage. This gives us some ki and gives me some damage. But this really improves our weapon ability. Or our weight carrying ability.
Also, if that is true as a different version of explaining what white means in Norse myth, why is it whenever it's translated into our modern day language, they don't change that word from whitest to brightest?
Plus, let's be honest, Heimdall wasn't like black in Norse mythology.
Yeah, that being said, I love Idris Elba.
No, yeah, I love him. I don't have a problem with it. Like, it's just like, I'm just quoting the scripture.
Yeah. Honestly, out of all the gods, him and Anthony Hopkins as Thor are probably 2 of the better
Anthony
depictions.
Hopkins is Odin.
Or sorry, yeah, I said Thor. I was literally thinking
You fool!
Anthony Hopkins as Odin are probably 2 of the better depictions of the Norse gods as Norse gods.
I like how also Idris Elba carries himself really well in a way that I would want Heimdall to look. You know, I wish he had Gjallarhorn. That's one of the things. I think it would have been cool if he had.
That's on the prop side though. You know what's what Anthony Hopkins recently said about his time on the Thor films?
What?
He called sitting down and just saying lines pointless acting, which I find kind of funny.
Oh god. Okay. Ooh, we have a
Zagard during pop. Hi, Doran.
It's useless.
Let's see. How have you guys been? I've been gone a minute.
We've been pretty good. We've been doing good. Andrew got sick. I went on vacation. We got a video out.
We've been doing good. Andrew got sick.
I mean, you're getting better.
Yeah. I got better. Ooh, way better sword.
And what else?
Oh, we have some new Kusarigamas. Maybe we have a better one than what you have right now. Okay,
What is that weird monkey sound?
That's the Kodamas making
okay.
noises. All right, let's just go to the top. Yeah, here we go. That's better.
Oh, that one's way better.
Yeah. There you go. All right, so...
Also, we got out a good Thor video that I worked really hard on before my vacation, and then we have a new one.
You got that out right before you left.
And then we have a new video coming out soon.
Yeah, we need to get it out this month for the sponsor thing. You made a lot of progress on it though, so I'm really hoping.
You know what the funny thing is? I feel like I'm behind, but then when I look back, I'm like, I actually have a lot done already.
Yeah,
so.
you're doing great. My only worry is we know it's going to get copyright claimed, and I hope that doesn't cause a problem with the sponsor. But if it gets copyright claimed the same way the Thor video did, I can get the claim released in 7 days. So, I mean, we'll see.
You can always ask your sponsor, do you care if it gets...
Yeah, NordVPN was cool with that. Like, when I told them, look, sometimes the video gets copyright claimed, I will upload it by this date, but it could get delayed by as much as 30 days. And they were always like, yeah, we get that. So, maybe this sponsor will be okay with it. We'll see.
The Shiri Kodama is the thing that the Kappa steals. Ah, okay. Just sent the message when you were talking about the Kappas and the butts. Basically translates to the butt ball / soul.
Interesting.
No, yeah, like in Japanese myth, like they believe like anuses are like these balls in your ass, and Kappas steal them.
I mean, I guess, sure, yeah, okay. What, it's already weird as it is. Making it slightly weirder doesn't change.
In Japan went, hey, the dick has balls, why can't the ass?
I mean, to be fair, there is the prostate.
A much more stylish hat. I am about to cook you the most delicious.
Look, this will be so delicious. Do you like pesto Alfredo?
Okay. We also have some way
Alfredo.
better helmets, but still not enough weight to...
Though
It's okay, we look fabulous right now.
The Old Norse language had a word to describe black people. They were called Blamadar, which means blue person in Old Norse.
Blamadar sounds like a Rick and Morty alien. Hey,
Blamadar.
Morty, watch out for that Blamadar.
That actually does, once you said it. Idris Elba's an amazing actor. I've never seen him look bad. So the next...
I gotta agree.
I'm gonna dump all our...
What
We
was
haven't
that
dumped shit
Time
in a
movie
while.
that he did with Christopher Nolan.
Are you talking about Tenet?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Tenet isn't like some super amazing film, but I found it really fun, and I liked his performance in it. And the name of his character is just the protagonist. He doesn't have...
That's literally what he's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... I think it might be on HBO Max right now. I don't know.
It's worth the watch. I wouldn't watch alone, like hang out with people.
I don't have anyone to watch it with.
me and my friends, I'll watch it with you. It was fun.
Okay.
Me and my friends, after we watched that movie, anytime we were playing any sort of tactical game, we're like, okay, we're gonna use a temporal pincer maneuver on them now.
Okay. Good luck with that.
There's like one thing in the movie that I thought would be an interesting twist, but then the director said, no, it's not, because it would be too difficult to explain. I'm like, what do you mean? This is a movie where there's a machine that has time travel in
Shane,
it. That's
everything
never
needs to be explained properly.
It really doesn't, though, because literally the whole movie is about time travel, and the only explanation is they have a machine that gives you time travel. That's it.
Sweet. Got a couple elixirs for that
Yes,
drop off.
worth it. And some spirit stones. Small spirits.
The next important episode of Goku Gear is the introduction of the Sykes Ranger.
Still not enough to level
See, that
up,
right
but
there
I-
is wrong. He performs his
Okay,
characters perfectly. If a character's bad, it's because it was written bad. What?
Are you talking about Idris Elba?
I wasn't saying
We didn't
that.
say anything bad about Idris Elba. We love We literally just said we love the man.
Oh, yeah, no.
There's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, the only problems with that film are within the film, and in my
like-
opinion, I think it's a fun
Like
film.
Ghost
overall.
Rider's Spirited Vengeance isn't very good, but Idris Elba is still good in it.
I have not seen that, actually.
Okay, well, maybe when I review it, we'll watch it together.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah.
And on it, I was hesitant with Sonic 2 coming out. I was really hesitant. Him as Knuckles, but I think he did a good job.
Oh yeah, I remember my reaction. Idris Elba's playing Knuckles. I was like, okay, like I wasn't like, no, not him. I was like, what a weird choice, but we'll see how that goes.
My thought was he's too good for the character.
It's like having like Marlon Brando play Pikachu or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like What are we doing?
And then he played it, I was like, oh, well, you know what? I could see Knuckles being like this. Knuckles is kind of a hothead. Ooh, nice Togepi catch. Alexios, thank you for gifting another sub to the channel to Jack Dawson. Welcome to becoming a Dragon Lord.
The stuff that Yokai dropped didn't stay. Oh well.
Sajga. Anyways, oh yeah, Yuki wants us to do a silly voice for a full minute, so... Whatever voice you want to do, go right ahead.
You disgrace me. How dare you?
I don't understand the problem here,
Are you
sir.
suggesting that it is okay to be silly in this life of pain?
Yes, of course it
The
is.
mission objective is up ahead.
We must do the mission, but we can have fun while we're doing it. Yep.
So ridiculous. Oh, we are fighting skeletons. Okay.
I'm the ridiculous one. You're the man playing a video game for money.
Shut up. I must destroy them.
Don't do that, friend. That would be rude. The best way to defeat an enemy is to make them your friend.
You sound like somebody shot my grandmother and then told her, hello. My grandmother does not like casual greetings.
So, what, are you gonna walk into her house and be like, what's up, motherfucker?
Exactly. And she says, nothing much, bitch. How about you, homie? Where the pussy at?
Your grandmother sounds like the old blind lady in Deadpool.
How dare you?
Speaking of,
You know my father was a Deadpool.
Have you seen the new leaked images for the Deadpool 3?
I saw one of them, yeah.
The one with the suit?
Yep. I think Nostalgia Critic made a joke about that. What would you prefer, yellow spandex? And then he shows the suit. Victory!
I'm just waiting to see how the helmet looks. The helmet has always been the only
Are
part
you sure
that's
they'll
weird.
have the helmet? Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Calm the hell down!
I'm
Jesus!
not sure they'll have the helmet, but I'm very curious to see how that part will play out if they do use it.
Yeah.
Our fire...
Ah! I'm just going down here.
Wait, you could have
Hello.
killed that guy.
Well, I was all out of... Stamina!
Soon you'll be out of life.
You'll be out of life. Okay, I'm just gonna finish that
also
guy,
have your
and then I'm going to, if you would let me talk, and then I'm going to use my super. Okay, he's dead. Okay, and you want to do that on them because then that hits them and drains their shit. Okay, killed him. Okay, I got this. I've killed several of just you.
Nice,
There we go.
Well done. Remember
Wait, is there more? There's more?
It's a boss gauntlet.
Okay,
Not
well,
boss.
right now it's just these guys, so...
Nope, there's another guy.
Oh, it's a fallen warrior.
Don't let your flaming sword run out.
Oh, I heard another one. God damn it. Why do you make me fight so many guys at once?
It's to prove that you actually belong here.
All this to find that asshole's sword.
Which would you rather have, this or the Kappa again?
The Kappa! It's way easier. Oh, what kind of fucking question even is that? This or the Kappa again? Shut the fuck up!
You don't want to challenge yourself?
No!
But you don't like it being extremely difficult?
It's for such a stupid reason, too. I dropped his sword again! Ah! Gotta fight both of these. It's not even just two fallen warriors, it's a fallen warrior and a sub-boss at the same time. Oh, come on! I had it! I had it!
That was unfortunate.
That was bullshit!
Okay, so we're... I'm right here.
I don't mind fighting a fallen warrior so much because they're on the same kind of plane as you, you know? You hit them, they get stunned. They can't hit you while you're blocking, you know, it's different than fighting like a sub-boss. A sub-boss is a whole different story, and they have you fight two sub-bosses, and then they have you fight a sub-boss and a fallen warrior at the same time.
Okay, so where's our bird?
It's that way. You're going the right way.
Through here?
I don't think so. No, don't go that way. That's another sub-boss gonna pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, that way. Yeah, it's here in this area. It's, yeah, go get the bird first, obviously. There it is. Boom. Alright, so, yeah, the order it goes in is there's these two skeletons, then I think is the two sub-bosses, then the, three, Oni bees are gonna pop up, those are the heads. And, then the Fallen Warrior will pop up, and then the sub-boss will pop up. You gotta kill the Oni bees fast before the Fallen Warrior spawns in. And then I think you're gonna want to try to kill the Fallen Warrior quick, because then the sub-boss spawns in. I might have actually spawned the sub-boss down there, because... Oh! Boss room key? What did you open?
I opened that door.
But yeah, but what's in there, I mean?
Nothing.
I guess nothing. Oh, maybe when the next guys spawn, something will pop up. Well, not yet, I guess. You probably don't want to stay in there because you can easily get cornered. Okay, good. You took him out first. You might want to use an elixir. Okay. I'm sorry I used up the super.
It's fine.
Now, the good news is both of them, especially the skeleton guy, are very slow. But obviously he hits very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the skeleton guy's combo, which ends with his axe hitting the ground, his axe hitting the ground is always the end of a combo, just so you know. So he's always open to attack when he does that.
No.
Oh, you have your super, just in case.
Which two buttons do I press?
Triangle and circle. So, get out of there and heal. Good. Actually doing good, and you didn't even use the super, so nice. Okay, now the Oni bees are gonna pop up, kill them quickly. Yeah. Because you don't want them shooting at you while you're fighting the other assholes. There's one more. Alright, the Fallen Warrior is gonna show up, and then the giant skeleton's gonna show up. Roll to get rid of the fire. Double tap X.
Oh, I didn't realize I was on fire. Where's this Fallen Warrior? Ah.
I have no idea. Where is he? Did I somehow get the warrior to spawn? Whatever, just get rid of this guy, I guess. I think the thing that brings back the warriors might be in that boss room. Oh shit, get out of there.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
This is a little scary.
Okay. Oh wow, Alexios gifted a tier 1 sub to Jack Dawson. That's nice of you.
Okay, I killed the Gashudo Kuro.
Way to go. It's not a Gashido Kuro.
I'm gonna keep calling it that till you prove me wrong.
What if a Gashido Kuro actually shows up? Yeah, he's in there. How come he didn't spawn the guy for you? How come I got fucked? You could have just hit him.
I didn't know where the guy spawns. Oh, our mission was to kill these guys.
Yeah. Well, the mission was to get the sword. I guess that guy had it.
I'm leaving. I don't care about what you're saying right now. So,
His grudge shall never fade. Don't you understand? He is angry.
Now he's dead. Oh, okay. Story? Someone being held in a pit. Got it.
Okay. I thought we were here for a sword.
Yeah, we were here for a sword, not for backstory. Okay, so Nobunaga killed a bunch of people.
Killed 60,000 without mercy. As opposed to the guy who killed them all with mercy.
And Hidoshio lust for power. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Uh,
Yes, they must. It's
yeah,
part of the
it.
rule.
Look, there's a handbook and everything. Chapter 1.
Ever since Saruman the Wise abandoned Reason for Madness, everyone else followed suit.
You know, I didn't know until recently that Gandalf is supposed to be like another race of creatures. That's why he's so powerful.
Like, aren't they like sent down by heaven or something?
Yeah, they're like half angels, sort of.
Yeah. Oh, you got a new summon, so that's cool.
Is that that's not the bird thing, is it?
I don't think so. It looked like a snake or something.
No, I mean, like, it's not the same thing as that, is it?
Oh, I wanted to read what he was going to say about the sword.
Honestly, I'm so done with them and their stupid sword story.
I think maybe they gave you the sword.
Oh, okay.
Shane, how dare you skip that essential lore?
Okay, that'll give us some HP.
I think everything gives us some HP, though.
Yeah. I'm just curious. Let's see.
That doesn't increase your weapon.
I know.
I think maybe... Oh, stamina does. Strength doesn't really do much for us right now.
Stamina will give us more of the...
It will... we'll probably be able to... or maybe not, I don't know. Equip. We have one helmet, which we can't equip yet. So that's... But everything else we have is our strongest shit.
What are samurai skill points for again?
Oh yeah, we need to use some of those. It's to unlock some new skills.
Ah, okay. And let's see. I'm gonna turn this back to,
Amrita.
Yeah, that's
Okay. About magic anus balls. Always a great way to start a sentence. In the game Sekiro, there's a type of enemy called Headless for obvious reasons. No, I can't figure out the reason. Why would they call them that? They have an attack where they tear a little ball out of your ass. Oh my god, what? That's amazing. Yeah, see, that's what we just got. It looks like a snake. Jack Dawson, thanks for subscribing, by the way. Remember Torin the Bird God from my Dino Charge idea? He's back as the 6th Ranger for this team. Okay.
The bull one looks like it would be pretty strong.
The grandmother is exceptionally based. Gotta say, when I first heard Guardians made Cosmo female, I was skeptical, but it worked really well. I honestly think it would have worked just as well if he was still a boy. Like I didn't really see the point.
Where do we go to equip our new stuff again?
Oh, you just you don't go to something in here. Just press the there you go. Yeah, we are ready to make delicious food.
I'm gonna get rid of all that.
Like Cosmo's whole plot was being called a bad dog. If it was a male, you could have just said bad boy.
I think the bad dog works fine.
Yeah.
This one's weaker. Is this one the same?
Please check them out. Mythology Guy on YouTube and Zagard here, both incredibly amazing. Can't recommend them enough. Well, thank you, Alexios.
Thank you.
That's very nice of
That's
you.
very sweet of you. Yeah, I'm gonna make some offerings because there's a lot of shit we don't need.
I've seen a couple of his videos, like the Halloween Ends rant. I couldn't agree more with that. Thank you. I hated that stupid ass movie, and I'm gonna make Shane watch it when I review it.
Well, what do you mean? Halloween's End was so great. There's no problems with it.
You haven't even seen it. You saw Halloween Kills. I love how, like, you can't handle horror movies, but, like, I put on Halloween Kills, I was like, you'll be fine, and you were fine. Halloween Ends, you're gonna be even more fine, because, you know those few cool killing scenes in Kills? Not in Ends. None of that shit in Ends. Ends is garbage from beginning to end. There's not a single good part of that film.
You know,
except one. There's like 2-second scene that's a little cool. A guy gets his tongue cut off, and then it's moving around on a record player, and that's a little creative, I guess, because it keeps interrupting the record whenever it hits the thing.
That's it.
That's it. That's the only part of the film where I was like, huh. And the whole rest of the film, I was like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Did we finish this mission?
No, that's our next main mission.
Okay.
We've done everything else, though. So, it's kind of the only place to go. The head of the Tachibana family, Lord That, has been missing ever since he left to battle monsters. If we can aid him, it would be a boon for our campaign. Okatsu has already arranged a meeting with his wife. Okatsu's fucking his wife?
The lady, Ginshio.
William, let us leave for the castle at once. No, I want to go fuck his wife.
You cannot do that till you go to the castle, and then you do the special have sex with wife dance.
Come on, let's have a little sex quick time event like in early God of War.
Gotta get those red orbs.
Oh, wait, maybe this is the wife. Okay, let's do it. Come on. Let's, you know? I regret asking for this. This is boring. Oni are preventing my husband from returning.
Why? What? Are they standing in front of the door like...
Are they blocking him? No, they're constantly taking him out drinking and partying. They are very bad influences and are shirking him from his response.
And every time he tries to leave, they're like, hey, no, give back.
Yeah, he's always like, I can't, I gotta stop. They're like, no, one more shot, let's go. Come on, one more shot. It's always just one more shot, and it becomes endless shots.
What was that one movie where...
It's a cool environment, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's raining. I like... what was that one movie where it's like, just take a sip of this drink, and then it's so strong it gets you drunk from one sip?
Age of Ultron?
No, it wasn't Age of Ultron. It was.
You might want to switch your quick select back to normal. Press R2. Yeah, there's 2 quick select pages, like a Ratchet and Clank game.
Ratchet and the Clank game, eh?
I remember seeing this one guy being a total asshole in GameStop who bought like a bundle deal and then got mad that it was a bundle deal. And it's like, well, then why did you buy it? And he's like, I don't want Ratchet and Clank. Are you kidding me? And I was like, how dare you not want Ratchet and Clank?
Wait, why was he mad though?
He was mad because I guess he wanted to just buy the PS5, but instead he bought a bundle deal. It's like, just don't buy the bundle deal then.
I mean, does it cost more?
And what's funny is, well, yeah, it costs more because it's bundled with other stuff.
Well, because sometimes they'll do like a bundle deal where it's like, oh, you get this game, or you get the console plus a game for free.
Yeah, well, that's what he did. He did like this deal where he got the console, another controller, and I think 2 games. Like, but it wasn't free. It was, there was obviously... I think it was like another $50 for all that. That's a steal.
That's pretty worth it for a controller.
It might have been a little more, but still, it was a good deal from what I remember. And like he's like saying, I want to return all this stuff except the PS5, and they're like, that's not how it works. You'd have to return the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, but I don't want these things. And they're like, well, you bought them. Like, you can return the whole thing, but you can't buy them at a discount and then return them at full price. And this idiot, the guy doing it is the one filming the video like he's in the right. And then he uploads it online. And it's like, what an asshole.
Yeah, honestly. Was that an Am I the Asshole thing?
No, it was just, I don't know what it was on. I was watching a YouTuber talking about it.
That's so stupid. Do you not look at... When you purchase something, do people not look at what they're purchasing? Do they just walk in...
Oh, there's a Kodama up on the tree. If you don't want that stuff, you can sell it on eBay or something. Like, you can sell those... Those games had just come out, and they were like... They were like $60 or $70, so, like, you can sell them for, like, $50 each and make your money back. Like, sell them on eBay. Who the fuck cares? You don't want the controller? Sell the controller. You can make more than your money back. You'll be fine. People who don't know how gaming works.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why do you even want a PS5 if you don't want games with it? And I get it if it's garbage like Madden or something, but Ratchet and Clank is excellent.
I mean, if you like Madden, I get it. But it's still like I don't know.
You know, it's funny though. A lot of the times when I see a bundle deal, it's with a sports game, and I feel like that's because like they're like, please take this stupid sports game that it's full of microtransactions.
You know,
And like EA is probably like, yeah, give it away with the PS5. That's fine because like they're just gonna buy all the loot boxes in the game anyway.
you know what the funny thing is? It probably actually boosts the sale of their games by doing that.
Yeah, it probably does. Because then, of course, those people want to play with friends also, so it's like, buddy, you have to get this too. Yeah, it has such a stranglehold on sports games. I don't even play sports games. I just feel terrible for people that do.
It's because they have the deal with all the
yeah, and
like
the
NBA
and the people
NFL.
running the NFL are pieces of shit. So.
I'm not surprised.
Like, people have asked, like, the guy who's in charge of that stuff, it's like, hey, are you gonna ever stop that deal with EA and let other people make NFL games? He goes, oh, it's the highest selling sports game, so I don't see why we would.
Yeah, it's
It's
the
like,
only
because, do you have any more? Of course it's the highest selling sports game, it's the only one you're letting people make!
That would be like, if there was one type of car and it's like, this is the best car on the market. Yeah, because it's the only car on the market.
People are so moronic, it's unbelievable. Anyway, let's catch up on the chat.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Cosmo is a dog. Everyone likes dogs. Everyone should like dogs. Unless you have a bad experience with one, then I get it. Cosmo is more important in the comics. He becomes leader of nowhere. I did know that, yes. Totally not biased reasons. Torn shows up in my Power Rangers ideas. After this, he shows up as a 12th Ranger. Okay. If a trailer has to lie to its audience, it's automatically a bad movie. What trailer are we talking about? Were we talking about a trailer earlier?
I don't remember there being a trailer that lied to the audience.
I don't think that means it's automatically a bad movie. And not Endgame. Infinity War lied to its audience for some fucking reason in the trailer. It's just a stupid decision. You don't need to lie to your audience. I get, like, editing the stones out of Thanos' like, gauntlet, but why did you have to put that running scene with the Hulk in the trailer that wasn't in the film?
Yeah,
that was stupid. That was really stupid.
They could have just edited out the Hulk Buster armor.
But it's, like, if you're just doing it to avoid spoilers, I get it. But don't tell people things are gonna happen that don't. Like, also in the Ragnarok trailer when they edited out the missing eye. Oh, Kodama. Like, that I get. I get taking spoilers out of the trailer, but you should never tell people stuff's gonna happen that doesn't happen. I still hate the shit out of that Last of Us 2 trailer.
Oh, what? Which trailer?
The one where they showed Joel later in the game teaming up with Ellie. Even though game's been out for years, I don't care anymore. Joel dies right away in the game. And you know what, actually? Having that in the trailer ruined his death for me in the game, because while he's getting the shit kicked out of him, I was sitting there going, I don't care, I know he's gonna survive.
Yeah,
I saw it in the trailer. I was saying out loud, you shouldn't have shown him in the trailer, I know he's gonna be fine, I don't feel anything. Then he died, and I didn't have a shock, like, oh my god reaction, I had a, what? Like, that was my reaction.
Closer to, or you gotta be fucking
I was like, that
me.
doesn't make any sense, you said he's gonna be in the game later, like, what? I was just confused, and not in a, how could you do this way? I was confused in a, what? Like, just like, it's, I don't think that's the intended effect.
That's really unfortunate, then.
And, of course, it still would have been bad even if that wasn't in the trailer, because it's
of the
still,
way he fucking died.
it's like, it's too early, is one of the problems. Like, you need to take time to, like, get the player invested in all these characters. And some people might say, oh, well, you're invested in Joel from the previous game, right? Yeah, but this other game just fucking started, and it's been several years. And another problem is you want me to like the character that killed him, and I know nothing about her. And it's like, oh, we'll tell you about her later. It's like, too late, I already don't like her. You can't do that. That's not how it works.
Yeah, you can't just force enjoyment on a player.
It could have been a really deep story if you had introduced us to Abby first and had her have a story first and not have us know that she's planning to kill Joel. And then and then have that like revealed halfway through the game, and then the player can be like, oh shit, how is this gonna go? Like, you know, that's how you need to do it. You have to make us like, if you want us to like a character, we have to like them before they do reprehensible shit. Like,
Yeah, that would be like if you met someone and they stabbed your best friend, and then like, you guys get trapped together for a month, and they're like, you know, I'm a good person. I swear I'm a good person. It's like, I'm sorry, you already stabbed my best friend.
It's stupid. I don't like you. That's not how this works. I think one guy had a really good idea. He was like, you should have had Abby team up with Ellie, neither of them knowing who the other is.
Yeah, and Abby keeps talking about, like, I'm going out for revenge.
Yeah, like, I want revenge on, like... And then, like, Ellie wouldn't know she's after Joel because she doesn't know what Joel did. Like, so you could have really had a gut-wrenching reveal.
Oh, what the...
Oh, I actually forgot. If you don't kill those guys fast enough, that happens.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yep, so... You might want to get out of there.
The shrine's all the way back.
You might want to get out of there, Shane. It's raining. I don't understand how bad this rain is. It's okay, you got out of their line of sight. So, you're like, no, you come over here so I can kill you here without that other asshole getting in the way.
Okay, I got this. Okay.
Halloween Ends is fine. I've seen worse. I disagree. Well, I've seen worse, too. Black Christmas is worse than Halloween Ends. I teased Black Christmas at the end of the Halloween Ends review, but then life got so busy I wasn't able to finish it in time.
I mean, you can always do it this year.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll do it this year.
Okay, so now we can fight that other...
But yeah, Black Christmas 2019 is the worst horror movie I've ever seen in my life. But I wouldn't call Halloween Ends fine. It's still up there. It's still one of the worst films I've ever seen.
I hear the Candyman, not remake, but sequel is also pretty bad.
You mean the most recent sequel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very good. There's good stuff in it. Some of the kills are good. But, that's about it.
I hear
also, all the subtlety is gone.
Yeah,
in the new one.
that's one of the problems I hear, is that it gets rid of a lot of the
Yeah,
subtlety.
the old one was a commentary about racism and, like, trouble in the ghetto. But, you know, it was... it knew when to be subtle about it and when to lean into it more. The new one just opens with everyone talking about racism, and it's a thing they talk about the whole movie. And even, there's a point where Candyman is supposed to shed innocent blood. That's his whole thing. But in this movie, he goes and kills, like, corrupt cops and shit. And it's like, they're not innocent. He even says it in the film. There's literally a scene where he says, I shed innocent blood. You are far from innocent. But I'll kill you anyway. I mean, he doesn't... I don't think he literally says, but I'll kill you anyway. He says something like that. I don't know. It's been, like, 2 years since I saw it.
Yeah, Claire watched it and she was like, I never saw the original, but I've seen reviews of the original, and this kind of doesn't... The problem is it doesn't do the original justice.
I was a little disappointed because I was really excited to see the original actor come back, because they confirmed he was coming back, which they shouldn't have, in my opinion. They shouldn't have confirmed it, because it's, like, supposed to be a surprise at the very end of the film they show he's back. Like, because up until then, you don't see his face.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, but... so you shouldn't have confirmed he was back then. You should have let that be a surprise, because I think they're trying to have more sequels with him. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it would have had a way better effect if we didn't know he was going to be there. Because since you told us he was going to be there, we're expecting him the whole movie now. And then he's not there the whole movie. So that was a bad decision.
That would be like if, Oh, hello there.
Oh, water's shallow, so you can walk in it too, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know how to get out of it. So.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I see that I could walk over there, but yeah, I'm not
Fair
sure
call.
how to get out. I don't want to risk it.
I would only say risk it if maybe there's a Kodama there or something.
I'm gonna wait till this guy's at another turns around so I can try hitting his eye.
Fuck you, Ratchet and Clank is great. That's what I was saying. Ratchet and Clank is fantastic.
Like, even if you don't like Ratchet and Clank, I still don't get the whole guy's argument.
Whatever happens, don't let go, Jack. Quoting Titanic. I think Jack says that to Rose, doesn't he? He says, whatever happens, don't let go, and then later she says, I'll never let go, Jack. while pulling his hand off her, which is unintentionally kind of hilarious. I know what they mean, but it's kind of funny. Come on.
Agreed. I like Bill. Oh shoot. I like Bill Burr's bit on the Titanic.
Yeah.
Like, every woman's always like, "Who am I?" And you're always like, "Oh, I think." The woman always thinks they can be Rose. I'm gonna be the guy.
I'm gonna be that guy whose head bangs off the thing at the end.
When it splits in half, I'm the one falling.
In a suit, not because I wanted to wear it, because you wanted to dress up. And going down thinking, I should have fucked that chicken first class.
Fucking Bill Burr.
Dang, Zag looking handsome with that stash.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nick Deriu said that.
Oh, Nick! How you doing, Nick Daru? How's streaming? How was your tournament, by the way? How's the Pokemon tournament?
Yeah.
Sorry I couldn't join for that.
I would understand if that guy budgeted just for the PS5, but the way it sounds pretty silly. Yeah, if you only budgeted for the PS5, again, why did you even buy the bundle?
Do we have any mods in the chat? Can any mod do a shout out for Nick Daru?
Andrew, if there will be a Nioh 3, what yokai do you want to see? I would like Hanzaki the giant salamander, not a bad choice. Nikusui the meat vampire, I did a video on that. And Juboko the blood-sucking tree. Oh, that would be cool.
He still hasn't played Nioh 2, by the way.
I have not played Nioh 2, no. So I don't know what yokai are in Nioh 2. So if any of these yokai are in Nioh 2, cool. And I haven't finished Nioh 1, so there might be a few that I haven't seen yet. But I would really like to see Yamato no Orochi, the 8-headed dragon that Susanoo fought. Maybe it's in 1 or 2. I'd be actually kind of surprised if it isn't,
so that's
given how famous it is. He's showing you the path! Okay, that was clever. I like how you did that.
I totally did that on purpose.
You didn't do it on purpose. Sucker. I would also, I would really like to see Tamamo no Mei.
Which one's that again?
She's the kitsune woman who, like, manipulated several world leaders. Ooh, I would love to see Sutoku Tenno, the Tatarigami version, not the, shit, what's it called? Not the Daitengu version. Because Daitengu is the honorable raven spirit. Sutoku Tenno has 2 different versions of how his story ends. One is that he becomes a Daitengu, and the other is that he becomes a Tatarigami, which is a malevolent spirit that causes disasters. And that's actually the version I prefer. So I would like to see that, you know? I think that would be really cool. I feel like just for laughs, it would be fun to see a Shirime. You know, the eye butthole guy.
That would be kind of funny. Question is, would they do it?
I would also like to see more Tsukumogami. I won't, like, ruin it for you, but there are a couple Tsukumogami that appear in this game.
I mean, we've already seen one with the
You're talking about the wall guy?
No.
Because that's not a Tsukumogami.
The one that summons the dead.
Oh, yeah, the violin one. Yeah, or, well, not technically violin, but yeah, the instrument one. There's actually a few instruments Tsukumogami in Japanese myth. But I'd definitely like to see more of them. I'd like to see some Bakazori running around. In fact, it would have made a little more sense to have the Bakazori, the sandal demon, being the one awakening guys, because in their myth, Bakazori awaken other Tsukumogami.
Oh,
which is why in Immortals I made it a card that lets you summon more Tsukumogami.
That actually does make sense. Kind of weird that they didn't do that now.
But then again, like, I guess they don't awaken dead warriors. But it would be cool to have a Bakazori running around, and if you don't catch it fast enough, more Tsukumogami start appearing.
Oh yeah, that... I could see that.
Yeah. I would like to see Kuzenbo, the king of the Kappas. That would be really cool.
The Kappa King.
Like, you could have Kappas be a common enemy, and then have Kuzenbo be a boss. That would be cool, I think. And in his level, you could have several Kappas, obviously. Oh, Oiwa-san. I would love Oiwa-san. She's the undead lantern woman.
I remember you telling me about her.
Yeah, the deformed
She
woman.
sounds really interesting.
Yeah, she has a really fucked up story, and I think she would be really cool. In fact, I think it would be cool since she's both like an undead Onryo and a Chochinobake Tsukuyomi, which is the lantern's Tsukuyomi. You could have a whole bunch of lanterns, and like suddenly one comes to life, and it's her face, and she starts attacking you. And you kill her, and like you kill her in just like 1 or 2 hits, and it seems like an easy boss. But then you see her soul come out and go possess another lantern, and like it becomes a whole thing. Like, because that's what she does in the story, is she possesses several lanterns. So I think that could be really cool.
That does actually sound really cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, and you could have other normal Chochinobakes show up and like shoot fire at you.
Now I really want to see Oiwa-san.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Yeah, so there's some yokai I'd like to see. Are there any you know of that you'd like to see? Roll.
Probably just the giant foot.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm totally with you on that. Ashiraya Shiki.
And the sandals, because you had a really good idea with the sandals.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it would be cool. Actually, you could have the sandals be in the mission that ends with the giant foot. You could have a whole foot theme going on.
Somebody would be like, who was the foot fetish guy who made this level? Come on.
If you want to stay true to the myth, even when you defeat the foot, just have it leave the house and keep it ambiguous, like if it's connected to anything or not.
What the heck did I just... Oh, fuck.
Because in the story, they never actually see the body connected to the foot.
Oh, shit.
I personally like to think that the body doesn't have another foot. It's just one foot, and it's this tiny, like much smaller body all the way up there, and he's just hopping around.
I'm gonna heal just in case.
Did you know Blade Trinity Unrated has a completely different ending? No, I have not even seen Blade Trinity, because I heard it was a piece of shit.
Blade is such an interesting character.
Yeah.
It sucks that he doesn't have that many good films.
They're working on a new film.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that a while ago.
Even though 1 and 2 aren't great, Wesley Snipes is a lot of fun in them, though. So, there is that.
Alright.
Yeah, but the new Candyman also explains that there is more than one Candyman. Tony Todd was just the first. But then, like, the new Candyman becomes the old Candyman, so... Oh, I think I saw a Kodama in the distance.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get up here first.
I think you have to get up there from that bigger building next to it.
That makes sense. Imagine if there were fake Kodama in this game.
That would be annoying. I will say, there are a type of yokai that sometimes you encounter when you try to open a chest. So, there is that... Kinda like a mimic, but it's not the chest itself. They're like in the chest.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I remember there being a yokai like that.
Yeah. So Torn shows up to help the Gokagers because he thinks they need a better understanding of the past Ranger team since the pirates don't know much about them. Okay. About The Last of Us 2, I've seen a meme that describes how pretentious the game is. The meme is the following. Dev, you see this dog? Yeah, it's cute. Now, kill the dog. I don't wanna. Kill it or you can't go further. Fine, I'll do it. Wow, you killed the dog? What a piece of shit you are.
That was pretty funny.
That is so true. Didn't we talk about that in a previous stream where somebody said in the comments, they were like, oh, Neil Druckmann said he wanted you to feel bad for everything you did. Oh, the new way! The new way! I forgot that was the boss here.
Shit.
That's one of my favorite yokai.
I love New Way.
I was so happy to see it the first time. It's basic. So, okay, I'll tell the story of the new way.
It's like a lightning chimera.
It's basically, yeah, Japanese chimera. But it is actually a member of a yokai species called Raiju.
I mean, that makes sense.
Right? Yeah. Raiju are named after Raijin, the god of thunder. Run. Yeah, this is a tough boss, if I recall correctly.
I'm gonna go to
So, Raijin is the Japanese god of thunder, and his brother Fujin is the god of wind. They're who Raiden and Fujin are named after in Mortal Kombat. I just like burp talked. You've been playing this level. I don't know the layout at all.
You're right next to a shortcut, if I remember correctly, where the shrine is.
Sounds about right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So go to the right.
Go to the right. This way?
No.
Or left?
Through that archway.
Oh, go this way. Okay.
There's an
Yeah,
Oni
I
on
remember
your right,
you
by the way.
opening this. Cool. Anyway, on to the new one.
Yeah, I just didn't want you to trick her by accident.
Yeah. There's Raijin and Fujin, gods of thunder and wind. Raijin has these, like, sub-creatures called Raiju, which are, like, animals and stuff made out of lightning.
Mm-hmm.
The more common depiction of them is, like, as wolves, like lightning wolves.
Mm-hmm.
But they can be any,
One
like...
of those eye fuckers, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna dodge everybody. And, but they can be, like, any shape. Now, the most powerful and interesting Raiju is the Nioh. The Nioh is a creature, again, it's like the Japanese chimera. It's a creature that has, like, the face of a monkey, the body of a tiger, and a snake for a tail, just like the chimera. It also sometimes has, like, the belly or backside of another animal. I don't really remember what it's called. It's an animal that not a lot of people know about. And it has lightning powers instead of fire powers, because obviously it's a Raiju. So... You didn't open the store, I'm surprised.
No, that's how I got in.
Oh, so it just... We're just gonna sneak over here.
You can just walk over there.
Yep. Just making sure. And now we're leaving. It is actually, you know, we could strategically, if we felt like we needed to level up, just go die over here, and then open the door, grab the shit, and leave.
That's true.
Actually, how much do we need to level up? I'll check. I'll fight this guy. But anyway, so...
Careful, there's two Oni here and one of those
Alright, so I'll just attract this guy and go over. And then starts the boss fight. So, so there's this story where at one point... It's kind of an underwhelming, like, story, because there's not, like, some big battle with the Nioh. Basically, there's a storm, like, unlike any other. And then at one point, I think this great warrior, like, sees, like, a storm cloud that seems to be where the storm is coming from. And he fires, like, this very powerful arrow into it. And then he sees something fall out of the cloud, and the whole storm stops. And he goes over and he sees it was the Nioh causing the storm.
That's the whole story?
If I recall. It's a summarized version. Obviously, there's more details in the story. But he doesn't, like, have this big, awesome battle with it, unfortunately.
He just sees that it's the... Okay.
Okay, so this is an... Oh, there's a shrine here.
Yeah.
We should try to unlock this. Yeah.
Probably gotta go around.
So, yeah, unfortunately, not some... super cool story. But,
I know that the Nioh is what do you call it? Fuck, what's his name? Raikou is based off of, more or less.
Yeah.
Because it's
Lightning Tiger.
Lightning Tiger.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is a lot of people can think of the legendary beasts as dogs.
Yeah, but like only one of them is even dog-like.
No, they're actually all based off cats.
Oh, Suicune?
Yep, Suicune is based off a type of cat too. I think it's supposed to be a panther of some kind. That's why they're called the legendary beasts, not the legendary dogs.
Mm-hmm.
One is a lion, one is a tiger, one is a panther.
I actually thought they were called legendary dogs because everyone keeps calling them.
Yeah,
that.
everybody keeps calling. Yeah, it's like one of those things where you hear enough people say it, you believe it.
Mm-hmm. Mandela effect.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I hate the actual Mandela effect. It's so stupid. The actual Mandela effect is that at some point in time, you changed universes where this is slightly different, and you remember the previous universe.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I like the more realistic Mandela effect of we all just remembered something the wrong way.
Yeah, basically. Enough people spread it around and shit.
That's more realistic than and believable than you teleported universes without realizing it.
You know, I'm proud to say I've not fallen for many Mandela effects. Wilda actually tested me. She pulled up a whole bunch of which one is correct things, and I got, like, almost every single one right. She was getting mad that I was getting them all right, because she takes joy in my suffering. As women do. That's what women like to do. Make a man's life worse.
Oh my god. I told you about the show before, Outlander. I recently saw the season finale for, I think, season 5.
Okay.
And it is one of the most uncomfortable seasons.
Ah, really?
season. It's not. The season doesn't end happy. I'll just tell you that. It ends on like one of the more like bittersweet notes that I've ever had.
How do I get to that area?
And literally, the bad guy for that episode is literally a guy who's all like, "Women shouldn't talk to men that way.
Oh, God.
You think you're a woman pretending to be a man."
A ninja showed up. So, I'll tell you the tale of the yokai known as Ninja.
Ninja.
So basically, a man wanted to be ninja. He want to chop. You know that YouTube video? I want to be ninja. I find that girl's making a movie, I heard.
Really now?
Yeah, it's obviously like not a movie you're supposed to take seriously.
It's probably a comedy.
You know, it is totally a comedy. She knows what she's doing. She's like just playing it. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
He is honorable. He will not attack you when you cannot.
You think you can defeat me, but you don't know that I saw How to Be Ninja. It was the DVD for me.
I'm a man. I love others suffering.
That's true, but if you were a woman, it would be guaranteed. And just like Abby from The Last of Us.
Oh God.
But you're supposed to like Abby. Well, I don't.
I don't know. Nope.
I forgot. What was I talking about before we saw the Nioh? Something about The Last of Us.
We were making that.
Oh yeah. We were saying like somebody said Neil Druckmann was like, I wanted you to feel bad for all the shit you did, and we said, yeah, I didn't make any choices, Neil. You did.
Yeah,
like,
I don't feel bad. I feel annoyed.
So yeah, that meme is spot on. Wow, you killed the dog. You're a monster.
Honestly, they should have made more player choice if they really wanted people to.
Okay, so obviously I can't open... Oh, wait, maybe I just need a key. Maybe I can't go around. Maybe I have to get a... Oh, yeah, because it doesn't say blocked from the other side. It says locked. Okay, I guess I have to kill something then. Alright, so I have to go around and kill everything just to get this shortcut unlocked.
Makes sense. You know, you gotta find all the puzzles.
Whatever it is might be down here.
I'm gonna be right back. I'll get Do you want more tea?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
Alright. I've been making tea for Andrew because he was sick and his voice. The ninja.
Look at this. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get the drop on him. I'm gonna get the drop on him. No, you're not.
That was not honorable.
He was gonna get me. This would have been an interesting place for an ambush. Yep, there it is. Too bad. Good thing there's no ambush here, and we can all rest assured. Oh shit! There's a big ass motherfucker over here. Oh, good thing I'm going this way. Alright, just gonna go level up. There we go. Opened up the east gate. Oh shit, there's more stuff here. Ooh. I could use that. Oh, that's good for everybody. 2, 1, 1, 2. That gives us more key. I'll do this. Alright, so yeah, I got the shrine, so we're good.
After this boss, you want to go on a break?
Sure.
Yeah, I think
assuming we beat it.
We will. Andrew, you are a pro at this game.
But Tor needs an upgrade, so he tries to talk to the past 6 ranger, and they tell him that he needs to get the ranger from Bosco. What about Hachi Shakusama or the Slitmouth woman? I don't think the Slitmouth woman would really work in Nioh. I feel like she'd work better in a more open world like game with dialogue options.
Yeah.
Because the Slitmouth woman is literally, so you encounter a woman whose face is covered, or at least her mouth is covered, and she says, "Do you think I'm pretty?" And if you say yes, she takes off the mask and says, "How about now?" And if you say no, she kills you. But even if you say yes, she appears, like, in your bedroom later that night and tries to kill you anyway. So, like, here's what I would do. Let's say I'm making an open-world Japanese mythology game with dialogue options. I've actually thought about this before, because I think this would be a cool idea. I'd have that be a random encounter out in the open world.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say yes both times, she'll like be like, "Ah, thank you," and like she gives you some item you couldn't get otherwise. But then later in the game, let's say you're on a rest point or something, she'll suddenly appear and be like, "I don't believe you," and then she'll attack you, and it'll be a boss fight or something. At a point where you're not expecting it. Like, I wouldn't actually make her that powerful because it's just a slip mouse woman, but it takes you by surprise. Like, you weren't ready for it when it happens.
I think what you could do in this game, it wouldn't work as well as your idea, but if they really wanted to put her in this game, you could have her show up and, I don't know, maybe she offers a treasure, and then you have to emote a certain way, otherwise she attacks you.
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah, this is the sword that we busted our ass to get, and it's pretty good. So they let us keep it. He's like, my son can't be trusted with this fucking thing anymore.
Honestly, yeah, he lost it twice.
Oh, and we got a better Kusagami. Awesome. Yes. Okay. What else we got?
I'm actually glad. I'm very proud of myself how far I got without.
Honestly, yeah, be proud. All right, let's equip that better. Sorry. Oh well. Let me see the. Do you have the familiarity up? Okay. I don't think it started at 172 though. Didn't it start at like 169?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one has a better starting point, and you can get the familiarity up. What do you want to do?
We can go with the one with the starting point.
Okay. Because then it will get better than the one you have. You just have to use it. And then there's another one, but that one's 160, so we know that's no good. And 144 is no good either.
Let's see. I hope there's a universe where I'm a hyena and laughs a lot. Big dream. How dare you mock my dreams?
I love that exchange.
That was great.
What's that? Reminds me of like Gibby from iCarly. Why you spitting on my dream spitter?
Gibby was such a weird character.
Gibby, take your shirt off. No, I do that less frequently now.
Do you ever watch the adult iCarly show that came out?
No, I don't really watch it.
I didn't either.
I don't know. Like, I get why she's not in it, but it feels weird. Like,
not having Jeanette McCurdy.
have Jeanette McCurdy.
Agreed. That was one of my reasons. I was like,
yeah, like
I like their dynamic of the four of them.
Yeah.
The three kids and
so
Spencer.
I just don't like feel like I care enough now. I feel like I'm just gonna be watching and being like, Jeanette McCurdy's not here.
I remember everybody got all excited. It's like, oh my god, she swore in the new one. It's like, okay.
I can kind of get that because you're not used to that. It's like when Samurai Jack's final season actually had blood and shit.
Yeah, because it's not on a kid's show.
Yeah. Because they knew their audience grew up, so they were like, okay, we'll be legit here and we'll put it on Adult Swim.
Which was smart.
Yeah, very smart. Which is actually perfect, because Adult Swim is on after Cartoon Network, and everyone originally watched it on Cartoon Network. So it's like, it felt like a natural progression. You know
what was weird for me, though? The only time I ever saw episodes of Samurai Jack was on Toonami.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
That's why I didn't watch
Toonami was like slightly more mature shit.
Yeah, it was. That's where I saw a lot of my first anime, like One Piece and Naruto.
Yeah.
But the weird thing about that is it played at regular times, not just Toonami, and because it played at Toonami and I didn't stay up that late when it was airing at first, that's why I didn't ever get into it that much, because I'd see like 1 or 2 episodes. Whereas Powerpuff Girls...
Oh, shit. I guess I'll fight this guy.
I think there's 2 of them, by the way.
Yeah, but I think I only awakened this one. See, the other one's still...
Yeah, he's not moving. Okay. So.
Alright, well, at least we're pretty powerful. Like, looks like I can...
This is just free Amrita.
Yeah, there we go. It's free real estate. Yeah, see, now the other one. I think you have to, like, either get too close or
Yeah, I
them.
only said something so you didn't get too close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on that water.
Yeah. These guys remind me of terracotta, but that would be a different culture. Yep. Yeah, there we go. And he's dead. Since I'm right here, I'm just gonna heal. Oh, they don't respawn. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, but there's more of them. shit, he's gonna turn gigantic now. Oh wow, arrows do, like, nothing. I guess that makes sense. I found 2 more.
Yeah, I thought I saw them in the background.
The problem is, like, they don't hit at the same time, so it's like I constantly have to dodge. They're very slow, though, but each hit takes half my health, so... Yep, okay, I died. I don't care, the shrine's right there, and they don't respawn.
No, Andrew, you've lost all of
Oh
ours.
no, look what happened!
Hey, you can keep playing for a bit. I have a small headache, so I'm gonna take a small break.
That's fine. I technically made progress. I killed your buddy, and then you killed me. Now all that's left is you. Because you guys don't respawn. Because we're irreplaceable.
I'm irreplaceable.
To the left, to the left. Alright, kill him quick. Kill him quick before he becomes gigantic!
So he talks to all the past 6 rangers.
Okay, he's
and they
dead.
tell him that he needs to seal the 6th ranger key that
Ranger.
Bosco has. What? That's how it's spelled, Ranger. You pronounce
Okay,
the G
I
as a G.
think we can level up now. Which is perfect.
Level up.
Oh,
Level.
there's more shit over here.
Are you sure we can level up?
We needed like 14,000
Oh, okay, I
something.
thought we needed 15,000.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Yep.
Okay, just
Cool.
barely enough. Okay. For the encounter, it could be inside of a reset area like an inn or a hotel. In this game, I got no clue. The Slipmouth Woman is in Ghostwire Tokyo. It's a type of enemy. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Looking
Yeah, we
for-
need to play that at some point.
Personally, I would make it a mini-boss. Okay. About Adult Swim, have you two watched Primal? No, I have not.
I have not, no.
I don't even know what that is. Could you tell me? It's about these living statues. Oh, no. Never mind. He's talking about these. Is there any yokai that they might have been based off of? Probably. If
The
anything...
living statues? Well, there's a lot of living stuff in Japanese
Most
myth.
likely
It could
they're-
just be another Tsukumogami spirit thing.
Honestly, most likely it might just be based off of terracotta soldiers, and then they just kind of merged them into this.
Could be.
Because
Yeah.
it's all kind of that Eastern influence.
Alright, I do not want this guy fighting me while I fight the Nioh, so I'm just gonna give him his space.
Well, why don't you just kill him first?
I don't know why the door doesn't just stay open. Like, I
Because
don't
it's
know.
really heavy and it's really windy outside.
Alright, here we go. This is a tough one.
お前はもう死んでいる。
There's a yokai that is a giant black cloud. I forgot its name, but I would like to see it in Nioh.
That would be interesting, actually, yeah.
So, one thing about this guy that you need to learn is his lightning strike pattern.
Yeah.
When he roars at the sky, that means there's going to be 3 lightning strikes. When he does that roll, there are lightning strikes behind him, so don't go behind him after he rolls. And then there's this, which
His fucking
I
laser
guess is
beam.
unblockable. So, I
It
thought
doesn't
that
have
might
a-
be blockable. But yeah, its range isn't very long. He's got some moves reminiscent of the Wheel Monk. The roar
Yeah.
and the... Here we go.
I noticed that when he did the roll.
Fortunately, he's pretty open, like when he,
Does the roar.
yeah, when he does the roar, it's a pretty good time to attack him. Oh shit, I'm dead. Or, oh, I guess not.
Personally, I feel like they made his monkey face a little too grotesque.
Yeah, I thought that too. It's... I wish it, was a little more animated also.
Yeah.
Like, when he stays in place, the monkey face just looks like a mask, almost.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
At all times.
I'm really glad he's in the game, because Nioh is one of my favorite yokai. But yeah, there are some preferences.
I just realized.
Oh,
I
and the
never
snake,
turned the lights
the
on.
snake spits poison sometimes. So
Yes, you poison spitter.
here we go. Oh shit, shit. Okay, your turn.
Oh, cheese and crackers.
I didn't use the super, so once you pick that up, you've got it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna save it till we get near the end of the.
I would recommend that. Yeah, I would recommend having him at least 2/3 dead. So he and the Go-Gaggers come up with a plan. Torn uses the true power for balance. For Shakusama, you could do a side quest where you're petitioned to protect an orphanage where children are going missing each night, and you discover it's her. Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's some yokai I don't think really would work in Nioh, but I would really love, like, just an open... Because Japanese mythology has so many crazy yokai that are just out in the world, I think an open-world Japanese myth game could be phenomenal, where you just come across and discover these yokai if you search certain areas. Oh, I actually didn't know you could make him crash into shit and fall down like the one you do. You can try again, that was pretty quick.
Okay.
If you want to.
I'll try at least one more time.
By the way, it's no big loss if you don't get the experience back. It's only
we just leveled
300.
up, yeah.
Yeah. That's something I always try to do is use up all the shit when we reach a boss fight.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like, I personally, like, you know how I said I really want to make a Heracles game one day, assuming I get to that point in my life. I also would really like to, at some point, make, like, a Momotaro game, and have that be an open-world Japanese mythology game. Obviously, because, look, Momotaro's story obviously isn't a huge exploration story, but you could put that stuff in. I obviously have his main story where, yeah, he's born from the peach, and then he learns to be a warrior, because I think what could be cool is it's suggested Momotaro was created and sent by the kami. So I think it could be cool if, as he grows up, he actually has encounters with kami, because he has, like, a connection to them, and they could be the ones who teach him how to fight and stuff. And during his story, he actually teams up with a dog, a bird, and a monkey. I think you could have that and have a companion system, kind of like Kingdom Hearts, where all three of them are fighting alongside you.
That could work.
Yeah, and you can level them up and shit, and I think that could be really fun. You could have the monkey wield a weapon. Monkeys.
Honestly, this makes me think of an open world Monkey King. Yeah. I know that there's a Black Wukong.
There is that coming out.
But is that one open world?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a kind of similar to a Souls game, from what it looks like. Which is not what I would have preferred, to be honest. But after, really enjoying Nioh a lot, I'm not against it either. But I would have preferred, like, it not be a Souls game. Because I like to really feel like a powerhouse, especially if you're going to have me play as the Monkey King.
Yeah.
And Souls games never make me feel all that powerful, to be honest. Because you're not supposed to feel powerful.
It's more about the skills than anything else.
Can't hit me from here. So yeah, I just, okay, he's going to do 2 and 3.
Remember, if he does the roll or the jump, you can have him knock into things.
Yep. Wait, when did I get hurt?
Maybe you got hit by that first lightning strike and you didn't notice.
Weird thing not to notice.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get hit by lightning? I hadn't noticed. Oh, there's actually 4. Okay, my mistake. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I got hit by the 4th one?
Yeah, that would explain it. I feel like he randomly does 3 or 4, but I don't know.
Yeah, here it is again. 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's always 4. That sucks. It means we don't have as much time to hit him as I thought. Okay, strategy. I'm gonna try to get behind him when he does the lightning breath, because... Okay. And the strategy has already failed.
Alright, time to stab him up the anus.
4.
The butt-stabbing bandit is back!
Give me that anus! I remember this guy took me a long time to beat when I first fought him.
Yeah, because he's big, you have it's a kind of... At least they give you a big fighting space.
Yeah. I find in this game, I have a lot of fun fighting, like, not the human bosses, but the human-sized bosses.
Yeah.
Like the Hino Enma, and there are, like, a couple other yokai that are human-sized in this game. One I really enjoyed, I'm not going to ruin it, but I'll just give you a little hint. It's a ice theme. Oh shit, I got hit by the 4th lightning strike. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what got me before.
Well, at least now you know.
Oh shit. Fuck, I fucked up.
You go the second time.
Okay.
You're getting closer than I could.
But yeah, so in a Momotaro game, because Momotaro's ultimate goal is to go to Onigashima, the Oni Kingdom, and kill the king of the Oni, you could have that be the final area. You go to Onigashima, and you know what would be cool? In Onigashima, a lot of people don't know this, but you don't have to just have, like, one enemy type at Onigashima, because there's, like, 20 different kinds of Oni. You could include a whole bunch of them. You could have the Oni that... There are Oni with, like, bull horns and spider legs. That could be really cool to see. You could have the Saze Oni. Like, maybe when you're on your way to Onigashima, like on a boat or something, you could encounter the Saze Oni, and also maybe the, what's it called? The giant, like, silhouette that appears to ships. Umibozu. You could encounter Umibozu also, like as a boss or something.
That would actually be pretty cool. I'd like that.
Doran said, let's see, TC Helicon fired their Go XLR team. Says a countdown before a Windows update turns my mixer into an expensive paperweight.
I have no idea what you just said.
So Go XLR...
No, I get the basic idea, though.
Basically, a part of Doran's computer is going to become an expensive paperweight, and he tried to find a replacement.
So it's going to get bricked.
But
it's sold out currently.
That sucks. Why did they fire their Go XLR team? What was the point?
To fuck Doran over, specifically.
Yeah, just they saw Doran was doing too well in life and said no.
Could always sell it for scrap parts.
Or scrap it for sale parts.
Looking for a replacement. Yeah, I think the Nikusui would work in Nioh. Imagine meeting a polite lady who asks for directions. Then when you get close, she turns into a hideous monster with a long tongue for the meat sucking. It could potentially work. It would only work once though, so it would have to be a boss. I could see the Nikusui working. You know what I think would make the Nikusui really work? Have it be established that she's already sucked the meat out of several people, and then you could see like ooh, if you want to get creative with it, since she sucks the meat out of people's bodies, you could have at first she just looks like a woman, then her tongue thing comes out that sucks the meat out, and that's a big, long, like, snake-like tongue, and it starts jabbing at you. And then when you get her health down more, it comes out even more, and, like, out of her mouth comes all this meat that she's sucked out of people, shaped like people. And so, like, out of her comes an even bigger form that looks like a bunch of people's bodies mixed together, but like without skin, and they start like grabbing at you and shit, and that could be a boss.
That actually could work.
Yeah, like that's where all the meat is going that she's sucking out of people.
Reminds me of
It would be really grotesque, but it's Japanese myth, man. You gotta be grotesque. What were you saying?
It kind of reminds me of one of the first villains in Smallville. Was that fat sucker?
Oh yeah, the person Amy Adams played. Was it Amy Adams? It's funny because she would go on to play Lois Lane.
Was that Amy Adams?
Yeah,
I didn't remember she was in that show.
Yeah, I just don't remember her name for a second. Her name's Amy Adams, right? Who plays Lois Lane in Man of Steel. Yeah, she was the fat-sucking vampire.
I did not know that. Wow.
Well, she was a lot younger back then.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Speaking of Smallville and stuff, I found out a new...
I'm really glad we got this shortcut. Can you imagine running across the whole...
I mean, we'd be building up Amrita, I guess.
hate this fucker, though. Can you go away, please?
I found out about a new... not a new comic, because it's from 2008, but I didn't know about it before. It's a comic called Destroy All the Kryptonite, and the premise of it is...
Do we destroy all the kryptonite?
Well, the premise is that Batman and Superman an event happens and it causes kryptonite to really injure Superman again, and he's like, "This puts me out of commission. we got to get rid of all the kryptonite on the planet Earth, because if I'm out of commission, people can die, right? This is why." And he's like, "That's why I can't take a day off," and it makes sense. And it's a pretty good comic because you get to see a lot of things from Clark's and Bruce's point of views, and you really get to see how they look at situations completely different. But the reason I bring it up is because the starting of it is one of my favorite things of all time. It's literally, it starts with Superman and Batman Batman's like, "This is ridiculous," and Superman's like, "This is hilarious." And then you see them again, they're on this roof, and it's like, "You've never been able to keep secrets, Batman, but there's one secret I've always kept. I've never told anyone. When I was a child, my mom, she used to beat me with a baseball bat. She would hit me and hit me. And then one day,
I think I see where this
my
is going.
sister, she took the beating for me, and she's in a coma. And ever since that day, to remember my sister, I dress as the Batman. And when I look in villain's eyes, I see my mother's face. And I remember my sister and what I have to do for her." And then it's like, and then Superman's like, "I understand, Lance. this is what we have to do.
Lands.
Now to your secret base on the moon. And then it's just to the moon! And then it turns out they're watching people film a movie about Batman and Superman. And they're making up the backstory as they go along with it.
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and that's what,
I thought Batman was fucking with them.
no, it's a movie in the Gotham universe.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
My favorite part is when he goes down to your secret base on the moon, to the moon.
You know, I'd say people aren't dumb enough to think that, but you see what people think nowadays.
Yeah, honestly, it is.
When people think Mr. Beast started the virus a few years ago.
Huh?
Yeah.
How do you...
Well, one of his former team members accused him of it because that member went goddamn insane.
I would understand it if it was a thing as like a joke, but what the heck? You know what would make it really, like, ironic if it turns out if it was true? I don't think it is, because...
It was all to increase his philanthropy channel.
Mr. Beast doesn't... I don't think he had that kind of influence back then.
I don't even see why. I never get it when people claim stuff like that as a conspiracy. It's like, what is to be gained? I get it if you claim a conspiracy when there's something to be gained, but there's nothing to be gained.
I mean, I guess the only thing that he could gain would be to, like, improve his reputation with helping people, but I don't think he did that much COVID relief, did he?
That's one reason I don't really think he had any videos that focused on COVID at all. But yeah, like, also when people claim, oh, we never landed on the moon, it was a conspiracy, it's like, what do we gain from that? I know we wanted to go to the moon to beat Russia there, but it's like, I don't think we would stage that whole thing just for bragging rights. Like, what do we gain from it? What do we gain from staging that freaking 12 times? Or, not 12, 17 times.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the logistics on that.
3. Fuck. Yes, he's hard, and he hits hard, too.
Maybe I do have to use the sword.
We've done all the submissions, so if you want to grind, this is the place to do it. And, yeah, I would recommend just calling back the spirit if you want to do that.
I'll try one more time, and then I'll let you decide if you want to go.
Yeah, the sword is about 40 points higher damage. Sorry.
It's not a big deal.
I do wish, like, when you upgraded weapon damage, it would just upgrade all weapon damage.
I kind of get why it doesn't. Because different weapons use different skills.
I know. I just wish for, like, the sake of what we're doing, or like the sake of, like, let's say a player just wants to try out other weapons, it's like, they wouldn't have much reason to if they haven't put any points into it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the... I guess the argument you could make is it gives it high replayability.
Yeah, for different builds and shit.
That time I just fucked up. I'm gonna go...
But I just don't think, like... I don't know, with this game, it's... I don't see this as a very build-type, deep version of a game. Some people have said the weapon system is super deep. I never found it all that deep, though. I like it for what it is, but...
I'm gonna call back.
I don't know, I've played a lot of games. I've seen way deeper.
How much on raid are we gonna lose?
300. You get that by killing one Oni. It's not a big deal. Probably get more than that killing an Oni at this point in the game.
I'm gonna do a little grinding and then you can...
And plus, I don't think we have all the Kodama, so we could look for some. You have the Umrita bonus on, right? I never changed it, so I think it should be.
I think I do. I have to double check.
We should get 1,000 Umrita every time we hit a guy, and 10,000 every time we get hit.
Oh god, you want to make this into a mobile game?
Yeah.
Where damage starts going into the billions.
I'm just trying to play on game journalist mode. You got 600 for killing him, so we already have double what we had before. Okay. Oh, you also lose the super by calling it back, but it's not a big deal. You get it again. Watch out, because there is an asshole throwing shit at you. Or you might be out of... Oh, I was about to say, you might be out of his range because he's not throwing anymore, but now he is. You are also on fire. Not anymore. Maybe we should use some of those samurai skill points.
How do we do that? What?
I'll tell you when you're in the clear. Oh, you got a new weapon that you like. There you go.
Okay,
I
so
heard the someone saw you noise, and there he is.
he butt white.
Okay. I found one replacement, but it's sold out at the moment. Red Ranger's Momotaro, blue is monkey, black is dog, pink is bird, yellow
So
is...
wait, how do we do the points?
Okay, press the touchpad. Learn skills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different skills for different weapons.
Mm.
We currently have 47 skill points, so there's a lot we can learn.
What am I using again?
That. So that would
Ooh.
that would allow you to grapple. You can also play an example of it by pressing triangle. It'll show you. But they have to be out of key for you to do that.
Yeah. Chain. Wait.
I don't. Yeah, I don't see the point of the key pulse thing.
When you recover the max amount of key from key pulse, purifies the defying cling to you, and that's the biggest one. Oh well, this increases how much stamina we would get from it. So.
Well, okay, that's kind of good. High stance only.
Damage caused by your next attack. Interesting. We can do a spot.
You could just learn how to kick by pressing L1 triangle.
How many samurai points do we have? Where does it say?
Top right.
Oh, we have 46. We have a lot.
There are some things that cost more than one, though.
Yeah, I saw. Key damage? What is it?
That means you
Stamina.
use up more key.
Can only be used when you're...
Well, you never fight with your sword sheathed, so that's...
I think it's supposed to be like a quick draw attack
Well,
thing.
let's play it and see. Okay, so it'll make you more powerful, but, like, you take more key damage. I think specifically saying you take more key damage means, like, when you get hit while blocking.
Hmm.
Oh, that seems kind of used. You might be able to go down more to see more skills.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a further. Okay.
Some of them are certain stance only, so obviously get the ones for the stance you use the most.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Waits when you recover full key. Raises damage.
Throws the cruiser middle weight and the enemy and draws them close. Oh.
That's if you hold square. It has to be at the end of the combo, though.
Yeah. Does it say I press a certain button?
It says triangle at the end of the
Yeah.
combo.
See, it doesn't say that in the description. It says that at the bottom, though. That's
Yeah.
super annoying. That looks like that's all.
Man, sometimes I forget Onigashima is an actual place in Japanese myth and not just in One Piece. Oxler is good, but outdated. I don't want to bother improving it. Barely anything that can do everything the Goxler does, but there are things that do specific parts of it. There are like $700 plus professional podcast stuff, but that's not anything I'm looking for. What does AOT stand for?
Attack on Titan.
Just an Attack on Titan amount of meat for that Nikusui thing I was talking about.
I use
okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'll let you pick some.
Alright. So you've used up about 14. Oh, this is the same as what your thing is. Like, grapple someone who's on... Oh, yeah, I think I bought this in my thing. Yeah, that's pretty good for one-on-one fights. Or Oh, I already have it. What am I talking about?
Oh, someone redeemed a bunch of hydrates. Okay. Let's
Don't
see.
use those things.
Finished one water bottle. Do the next one.
Breaks an opponent's guard, then uses your guard, but it doesn't say any button to do, so does this just happen automatically?
I'm guessing when you break their guard,
I guess.
it'll smack them to the ground. It seems like it would be good.
Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do
That one is a hold triangle, press square.
Yeah, I saw. While living weapon. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Drank that much water, so about a full bottle's worth.
Oh yeah, I
Thank you
remember
for the
this.
hydrate,
This is
Dynamite.
pretty good. Stuns surrounding.
Oh, this is 700. But that's
I
not
like how
anything
this
I'm
tells
looking
you
for.
how it's
Yeah.
pronounced. Aye.
Wait, so
Yeah.
did they say why they got rid of their Go XLR? Oh, they don't want to bother improving it? Are they not gonna wait? But why fire the whole Go XLR edition? Why not make like a new Go XLR? That way you have to buy a new Go XLR. Maybe not enough people really buy the Go XLR to justify it. I'm trying to figure, because I know a lot of people buy Go XLRs, like a lot of streamers, not necessarily high class streamers. You already have that one.
Yeah. Oh, I have to clear a certain mission to unlock this. High stance. I never use high stance.
With conspiracy theorists, it's always better to move to escalate the conspiracy theory. We didn't. The moon landing is fake. You believe in the moon?
I think I've heard that before.
Honestly, here's my thing with conspiracy theories. Some of them, a lot of conspiracy theories, people go too far.
Just basic increasing key. Oh, I want that. Okay, I'm buying this. We're gonna buy this.
You need to
I have to
mission.
clear. What? Damn it! I didn't see that.
It's fine. This way you have it bookmarked, so to speak. What does pressing L2 and R2 do?
It moves to a further version of that skill.
Oh,
Not
you
every
can
skill
upgrade it
has
more?
that though. See, it has
yeah,
to
yeah.
specifically say.
I didn't realize that. Okay, that's interesting. Anyways, yeah, like I said, there are conspiracy theories out there that actually make sense. Like there's logic behind them, and they've been proven to either be somewhat right or mostly right. But there are a lot of conspiracy theories where it's just like a hit. Like they're connecting these random dots, and it's like this is what this all means, and then you think about it, and you're like, is it though? I think you just want to sound smarter than you are, and then they usually try to tell you how they're correct and everyone else is wrong. Those ones are the dumb ones. And being like, it's fine to get interested in conspiracy theories and look into them and read into them.
When I don't need to clear a mission for
But
that.
some of
I
that,
want
like,
that.
there were some, like, 6 or 7 years ago, there were these fires in North California, and I remember one of the conspiracy theories is, oh, it's the government sending laser drones, burning them down, because look at how the fire pattern looks, and it's like, and you look at it, it's like, that's how fire looks, though, when it burns something. How is that a laser?
I don't like when, like, skills that are as basic as this are locked behind you have to clear a certain mission first. If it was something creative, I would get it, because you might tie it into the mission.
Yeah.
But when it's just, when your health is below 30%, your key regeneration goes up, why would you lock that behind a mission? That should be just available. Like, if I'm willing to put the skill points into it, I should be able to get it. Like, I still had to work to get these skill points.
Yeah, I don't...
Why can't I move anymore?
Oh, I think it died.
Oh. No! He was so young!
This is why you always have 2 controllers, chat.
4, 7.
You have 7 controllers?
No, but that's why the ore, like,
Oh,
is
okay.
I have 4 controllers.
Mr. Beast hates gets hate from stupid people on Twitter for doing philanthropy, such as when he literally gave 20,000 shoes to children on his website.
People hate him no matter what he does. He can't win.
That's just how people are going to be. There's always going to be a section of the... It's like
you're never right, okay? If I post a video about any mythology other than Christian, no matter what I'm saying about it, everyone calls me a Christian supremacist. If I post a video about Christianity, everyone calls me a Christian hater. If I don't post, people ask where the videos are.
You can't win. There's always going to be a percentage of the population who's just going to hate you because they ain't.
I've had someone tell me they don't believe I'm Christian because then I wouldn't post what I post. It's like I don't know what commandment said thou shalt not post YouTube videos.
It's one of those, you can't... If you truly were one of us, you wouldn't say anything negative about us. It's like...
I'm a human. If I say negative things about humans, would you go, he's not human?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not how the world works, dumbass. Like...
Yeah, it's a weird thought. At least those... I mean, I can't say for sure, but at least they're not as bad as my cousin. Her boyfriend is Catholic and was raised Catholic. And she's Christian, and her boyfriend's dad literally kicked him out of the house because he was dating a Christian.
Catholicism is a form of Christianity.
No. It is
because he wasn't the right form.
It's not the right form.
People are so dumb.
It is literally the dumbest thing ever. And when she told me
that Jim Gaffigan quote, see that person whose beliefs are almost the exact same as mine? I want to kill them because my religion's all about love.
Ironic. It was like when she told me that story, I was kind of getting like irritated, but I was like, he's not here, so I can't get that mad because if like it's so stupid to think that though. Like it's like you guys I would have to be paranoid. She believes in the same thing as this guy for the most part. There's like very minute differences, and you're gonna kick your son out of the house because of that.
I guess I just keep attacking. I wish it would show a button thing, like. Because I'm like, if I buy this, will it just happen automatically when I break their guard? Or
I'm gonna assume. Go ahead and buy the points. We have plenty.
Okay, sure. I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it was so dumb. It was called Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers. Oh, really? There was a Momotaro themed Super Sentai season. Oh, interesting.
Ooh, that could be useful.
Have to go now. Bye, Baron Brazek. The moon landing was staged by the lizard people to make my children pay more on their taxes.
Exactly. Very true.
Dang, it's almost like there's a whole bunch of different ways to practice your faith.
I wish I could get this. This is just basic melee weapon attack up, but you have to clear a specific... I wish it would say the mission. Can you at least tell me what mission? Like, wouldn't that be nice?
One thing I can understand is, I think once you unlock the mission, it should tell you which mission.
It better, but, like, I wish it would just say the name of the mission. It's like, that's not going to spoil it for me.
The only reason
is...
Unless the mission... Maybe... I don't know the names of the missions. There might be a mission named, like...
I think I have everything.
Fighting this yokai, and they didn't want to spoil it or something.
Maybe, I don't know. Okay, we currently have 2,000.
This is why online wikis are your friend. Dynamite said something pretty funny. You remember how you were like, I don't see anything that says that I can't talk bad about Christianity? It's in the YouTube guidelines, obviously.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Dude, if those were in the YouTube guidelines, YouTube would be fucked.
I know there's don't take the Lord's name in vain, but again, a lot of people misunderstand what that means. It means don't use the Lord's name to further your own evil agenda, which a lot of people break.
A lot of people, like that one guy who owns that mega church.
It doesn't mean you're not allowed to say God damn it. You can say that all you want.
The other thing is God isn't even the Lord's true name. That's why people say God.
What was I checking? I came here to check something and I can't remember what.
Check our Kodama, see which ones we're using.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, okay, we are using that. Oh, I was checking how many we've found. That's okay, so there's still 5 somewhere in this level. So, might as well look around a bit
Go ahead.
Level up at least one more time. How much do I need? 15,000?
Ooh, which Pokemon did you get Jack Dawson?
You got a Grookey. Nice
I just realized the parts of these guys are still here.
It's so that way they can't be summoned back. Dawn Brothers fantastic,
15.
one of my favorite modern Sentai seasons. Oh, I'm glad you liked it so much.
You said something earlier, and I had rebuttal, not a continuation of that thought, but now I don't remember.
Andrew, what are your thoughts on the historic difference between witches in English colonial myth and European folktale myth?
Well, I mean, there's like, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about Greek witches? Are you talking about Celtic witches? Are you talking about Norse witches? Like, witches in folktale myth are obviously more fun stories, because, you know, it's like fairy tales and stuff. But in colonialism, it's just like a witch is like anybody who does stuff I don't get.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that lady, she tied her shoelaces? Witch!
Yeah, like, I do think that one Celtic story is, like, kind of ridiculously sexist. The one where the guy literally just gets his daughter an education and she comes back a witch. And, like, what was the moral? You shouldn't let your daughter have an education.
Yes, that's the moral. Women can't think for themselves. How dare they? That would ruin the world. What's next? Are they gonna be
like
lawyers and doctors?
There's literally no other message to draw from that story, because it's not like the guy was bad and got his comeuppance. He was supportive of his daughter. He said his daughter wanted an education, and so he wanted to give his daughter what she wanted, so he supported her. He sent her off to school, and she came back like a year later, and then they were just looking out at a ship together, and she suddenly made the ship crash with magic because she thought it would be fun. And so then he had to kill his daughter because he realized she had become an evil witch by going to school.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
That's one of the worst myths I've ever read. I'm like, what was I supposed to learn from this? That was stupid.
That was clearly just made by some guy who's like, I don't want women going to school and thinking things.
You're letting them go to school, they coming back with the dark arts!
Yeah, that... you know, it'd be funny...
Insanely insecure asshole wrote that.
Yeah. That was clearly written in a time where they just hated women for not being
like, I feel like somebody's like neighbor was like, I'm gonna support my daughter going to school. You'll what? I've got a story to tell you.
Like, she wouldn't... Going to school wouldn't make her lose her morals.
Yeah. Going to college does that. Yeah. As we all know. Wait until your kid goes to college, then they'll start disappointing you with their political views. They are so getting stronger, so that's awesome.
The Momotaro one is weird and it's disturbing. Like, the Sixth Ranger ends up getting psychologically effed over.
Oh dear.
Please explain what you mean by he gets psychologically effed.
I mean, speaking ill against a man back then could get you put to death. I mean, yes, it could.
Yeah, which was stupid.
Which is why that story was so dumb. Because it was a dumb story written in a dumb period when everybody had a dumb mentality.
I think he's talking about the colonial versions, though.
Yeah, well, the colonial versions were really dumb.
That story I'm telling you is from Celtic mythology. It's not really colonial. It's still a stupid story, though. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where or when.
And it's boring. Like, nothing happens. It's just that. That's the whole tale. It's like, ooh, fun. I think it was literally just supposed to have a sexist message. That was the only reason it was written.
I mean, that is what it sounds like, to be honest.
These guys drop a lot of...
so I mean, makes sense. They're really tanky and they hit like a truck.
Damn it, I was hoping one of those slashes would get him in the eye. Oh shit, fuck.
You're fine, you're fine.
Yeah. I had to use up an elixir, which is... Hopefully I'm grabbing more than... Well, I just got one, so... Okay.
And that's 0.
Alright, let's keep going. Just keep swinging.
It turns out the only people in his hometown was him and his father, and all of his friends and even his girlfriend are just images in his head that his father placed so he wouldn't be lonely.
Oh, I forgot.
I mean,
block their shit.
I wouldn't really call that being effed over. That's more like, it turns out that your dad really cared.
Are you talking about in Operation Overdrive? I think that's the story of that, isn't it?
He said it's a season that came out only like a year or so ago.
Okay, so they reused the same story again. It's even the Red Ranger again, right? Isn't that what they said?
I think he said it was the... He just said 6th Ranger, so I don't know
Oh,
if it's
okay,
the
then
Red
I
Ranger.
don't know.
That's also basically WandaVision, yeah. Although WandaVision is based off a comic book where Mephisto is messing with everything. That's why.
Which is why everyone thought it was Mephisto. And some people are like, you guys are dumb for thinking it's Mephisto. It's like, that's what the comic said. It honestly... I really wish they would just fucking use Mephisto. Maybe in a future phase.
I think they're worried that Mephisto would be too weird for people, but I think it would work fine.
I think it's that hard to grasp. He's Satan. What else is there to say?
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's what I'm...
We all know who Satan is.
I think some of them are also worried about adding too much quote-unquote Christian influence, but it's like...
Oh
That's
no,
why
we've
he's called-
had, like, Egyptian gods, Norse gods, and Greek gods, but don't put a Christian one in. That would be going too far.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't get the
one
love.
who's a villain anyway. Like, oh no, we said Satan was a bad guy. I don't think anybody's gonna care except for... Okay, some people are gonna care, but they're gonna be really dumb anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, the weird online people who are trying to say Satanism is better than Christianity.
It's not. Like, look, there is this, like, modern reinterpretation set of Satanism where it's about, like, self-improvement or whatever. But, like, if you've read actual Satanism, it is one of the worst things ever. Like, I've looked into it and I had to stop. I actually started crying at one point. Like, when I was listening to this woman telling a story about this cult her family was in, and the shit she went through, my god. It is abysmal what those people do.
Would you say it's on par with North Korea?
Yeah.
Okay, then. That's a good basis for where I'm at, then.
I'm not gonna say exactly what happened, because there's no way in hell they'll let me say it on Twitch. But I will vaguely describe that it involved minor human trafficking.
Ah, okay.
And ritualistic murder of people of color.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely do not want to join Satanism.
And when I say minor human trafficking, I don't mean lesser human trafficking.
I know what you mean.
I mean trafficking of minors.
Yeah, that...
I know you know, I'm just telling the audience what I mean. It was horrific to read about. Like, my god, literally, my god. I feel
a little sick now.
Yeah, how do you think I felt? We can knock this down. Cool.
Can we knock all of those down?
I don't think we can knock all of them down. I think they have to have that specific break.
Well, because I've seen a few with breaks.
Okay, maybe there were a few we could have. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just looking around trying to find the 5 Kodama. There's 5 of them. I'm sure we'll spot at least a couple. I'm sure there's got to be like one in the water, right?
Almost definitely, probably.
Yeah, I just don't see any green. I think it would stick out. But yeah, so that's why I'm sorry you can't get me to like be on board with Satanism. Some people have actually asked me. Like, are you pro-Satanism? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. They're like, oh, but, you know, this version of it. And it's like, yeah, but that's, like, a very modern reinterpretation of it. And in my opinion, if you're going to have that, just start a new lifestyle. There's no reason to tie... Exactly, there's no reason to tie it into Satanism. Like, so that's why... Look... If you're Satanism, you're one of a few things. You're either one of these horrific versions, in which case you can go straight to like hell, in my opinion, or you're like this new interpretation of it, which I don't see the point of. So that's why I'm not on board.
The only reason they call it that, to be honest, is because they want to be anti-Catholic.
Yeah, no, I do think that, and it's like
that ruins your whole point.
It does. It's like if you have a whole movement. Literally just to rebel and be like, I'm not you. I think that's a little immature.
It's one thing to...
I'm open to hearing an argument for it, but, like, as of right now, I'm not pro. And I hope people can understand why.
Agreed. A Satanist cult tried to recruit my younger sister. Thankfully, her boyfriend was with her and just walked her out of the clothing store.
They were just in a clothing
They were just in a... They're becoming like missionaries. They're just passing shit around. One thing I love was this one meme somebody made where it's like this guy opens his door and there's 2 vampires at the door. It's like, hello, sir. Have any interest in becoming a vampire? Absolutely not. Wait, vampires have missionaries? Of course we do. How would we get more vampires? I assumed you bit people. Well, there are many harmful stereotypes. May we come in?
The question is, are they actually trying to just invite him, or are they trying to trick him to let them in?
Actually, that was something I wrote in the comments. I was like, don't invite them in. It's a trick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's another one here.
It would be funny if it turns out it actually is just a trick.
Yeah.
That would be a smart way for vampires to get new vampires.
Okay. There's gotta be something down here somewhere.
I mean, we did find some Amrita.
Yeah, we found some Amrita, but I feel like there's gotta be more. This is a big area.
Yeah, and they keep pushing you towards it, so...
Yeah, like, we got 2 trees and shit. Like, come on, there's gotta be something. What's that? Oh.
It's a spirit.
You got my hopes up, and it was just a fucking annoying thing.
It was a goth clothing store. I mean...
I guess I can get it, yeah.
I mean, I could see that Satanists probably would, like modern-day quote-unquote Satanists, would go to a goth clothing store. I just feel bad for the goth clothing store, because now they're marred forever with that.
Can you guys stop coming in here? You're making it weird.
You guys made it weird. We used to be like the edgy outsiders. Now we just feel like normal citizens.
Yeah. I don't think there's deep water anywhere here. I think it's all shallow.
The twist in Operation Overdrive is that the Red Ranger is a robot. Oh. So this one isn't he's a robot, it's just... Okay then. Interesting.
In Operation Overdrive, you said?
But,
yeah, like that's what I was referring to.
And
but I guess in this one it's different.
Yeah, he's not a robot, but basically the same thing where he has fake implanted memory, so he doesn't feel nothing.
Okay.
Which, I mean,
that was a weird ass twist in Operation Overdrive, and like not right away. It was, I think it was like a whole season in, or at least several episodes in. And by the way, main character, you're an android.
What the? Okay, then. That's so random.
The way they revealed it was creepy too. Like, he, like, in a fight, like, I guess he malfunctions or something, if I remember correctly. And then it shows him, like, waking up. And you only see his face, and his father's, like, working on something. He's like, Dad, what's going on? He's like, you know, you're just dreaming, son. It's okay. And it zooms out, and you see he's just a head on the table. He's like, Dad, what's going on? And then his dad like turns him off, and then it cuts to later, and he's back to normal. He's like, Dad, what was that? And he's like, it was a dream. So it's like, that was not a dream. What was that? Like, all right, you're an android. What? Well, you know, you came online about 2 years ago. Well, you know, I wanted you to be like everyone else, but I'm not like everyone else.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
But it
doesn't really tie in all that much to the story either.
Oh,
there wasn't a lot of reason to do that. Also, it's strange, because in, like, the first episode, like, you know, Power Rangers always, like, have superpowers. Mm-hmm. Like, so the dad is a scientist, obviously. He's Professor Utonium. But you know right away he's a scientist, because when he assembles the Rangers, he gives them their powers by putting them in this machine that I think it says, like, that it changes their DNA to give them each a power. And he does it for the main character, his son, obviously. It's like, but if he's a robot, how did you change his DNA?
Maybe he just faked it with his son.
He's like, I just gave you a little upgrade. Also, if his power is like super strength, it's like, he was a robot. Shouldn't he have already had like super strength?
Well, you see, son, when I first made you, I didn't have a lot of money.
No, son, you always had super strength, but I had you on the low settings. And I just put you in this machine and, you know, put the settings on high, and now you're you're the way you would normally be. We're up on a rooftop.
I'm on a roof, mother.
Okay, come on. There's got to be a Kodama up here, right? Like, you would think. Hey, fuck you, I'm getting shit. Get out.
The answer is no Dama.
Oh, fuck you. I kicked him off. Fuck him. Alright. Wow, you were right. No Dama. It's
Wow,
just
okay.
Horoku Dama.
This is so stupid.
Ironically, another Dama.
That's how they get you.
There should have been a Kodama up here. Come on. There's not a lot of, like, roof... Okay, well, there are a lot of rooftops you can go up, but not this kind.
By the way, I think this is the only way to get down to that route.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That was your fault. I blame you 100% for that.
I blame
that
the
was
character
100% your fucking fault. I blame you.
I can't believe that was the most anticlimactic way for us to...
Where did I die? I had Amrita and shit.
It was go right and...
That's the boss.
No, straight.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I
wait,
see it.
it's
Why is it up there? Motherfucker. Now I have to go up the thing again.
I mean, that's not too bad.
But there's a single ninja up there. I'm terrified. Damn it, now all the enemies are back! I killed everyone and I was gonna look for Kodama. Now everyone's alive again.
This is part of the plan, so we can grind some...
Fuck you! I blame you. That was completely your fault. And I had just enough Amrita to level up.
If we had lost
You
all the
motherfucker. If we had lost all of that, I would have been furious. God damn.
Have either of us watched Witch before? Is it Witch before? It's a decent horror film about a colonial exiled family hunted by a witch. Personally, I liked its religious aspect.
Oh, The Witch. I hated that film.
I didn't see it. I wasn't gonna watch
Claire
it.
likes it though. You'd be fine, honestly, watching that movie. Nothing happens.
It just sounds.
I don't know why people like it. Nothing fucking happens. I don't get it. Please explain. Look. Something people have praised constantly is the historical accuracy and the way everybody talks, and I agree. Yes, it's very well researched, but nothing happens. It's like, you remember how culturally accurate The Northman was? Mm-hmm. Same creator. That's why, you know.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's great at nailing down culture. But in The Northman, shit happens. Nothing happens in The Witch. It's all build-up and nothing fucking happens.
Honestly, the Northman is so fun, especially that last fight scene with the fucking magma.
Yeah, honestly, it's a cool revenge story. Shit, I liked it.
It was really well done. I feel like
people keep asking for my thoughts on The Northman. Watch my ranking list. Nobody watched my ranking list. Remember what a bitch it was to get that public 9 copyright claims?
Yeah, we got copyright claims because of trailer footage, which you should never get copyright claim for trailer footage.
It was some, like, the people who copyright claim The Northman, also their copyright claim extended in the Puss in Boots footage. And ironically, DreamWorks did not copyright claim the Puss in Boots
Yeah, it's because...
So Northman was like, well, if you won't, we will.
DreamWorks, when you're doing more copyright claiming than DreamWorks.
Like, yeah, DreamWorks is such a big company, and they were, ironically, one of the more cool companies when it came to what was going on.
DreamWorks is surprisingly chill when it comes to copyright claims, from what I hear.
Alright, more key would be really good against the Nioh. This will up your weapon damage by 2.
Dynamite wants to know which Power Rangers show is your favorite.
My favorite? Let's see. I grew up, I really liked Dino Thunder, but I only saw like 5 episodes, so I can't really put it on the list. It was never on. I was annoyed. It was never fucking on. You know, it was on all the time. Goddamn SPD.
Yeah, SPD was on all the time. I watched SPD. That's how
I liked SPD, but I was like, put the dinosaur show on.
No, don't you want to have a dog cop?
That was so weird. How did his head fit in the thing. When I saw that as a kid, I was like, how is your head in that helmet? Shadow Ranger. No. How is it in there? I must know how it is in there.
I need to know the science behind this.
Wasn't his name literally Doggy?
I think so.
Something. It's funny. Here is your commander of the police force, Doggy, and he takes the form of the Shadow Ranger. No, I'm gonna keep calling you Doggy, sir.
Why do you have like the coolest title ever? You are the head of a police force, but your name is so dumb. I am the Shadow Ranger. What do we call you? You can call me Doggy. Okay then.
I have a blade called the Shadow Saber. I like Mystic Force.
Yeah, you've told me multiple times you really like Mystic Force.
Yeah, a thing I didn't like in Mystic Force, even as a kid, is they establish, so there were Mystic Rangers before, and now there's new Mystic Rangers happening, and you know how the Power Rangers always have a thing to morph?
Yeah.
So their morphers were wands, and I was like, oh cool, wands, that's new. And then, you know what the new Power Rangers say when they see these wands that the ancient Power Rangers used to use? They were like, wands? Not really our style. Isn't that a little old school? I'm like, fuck you, give me a wand. And then, so the woman giving them wands is like, you're right. We need a new look. And she magically turns them into cell phones. I'm like, no! God damn it! Stop 90s-ing it! So instead of casting spells by saying a spell, they have spell codes that they type into the phone. I'm like, fuck you! Go back to the wands!
Yeah, because texting isn't mundane or normal.
Jane, that's what the kids are into. Grown-ups just don't understand.
No, that's just because teenagers like texting because it's easier than...
It's true, though. Grown-ups don't understand because grown-ups made this show.
Honestly, yeah. It's like the boomers who are like, you should never text. You should always call people. It's rude to text. It's like,
if it's just a quick message, just send a text.
Yeah, honestly.
Look, if you want to have a real talk, I would prefer you call me, of course. But, if you just need to say, hey, when you gonna be here, send a fucking text. Who cares?
The other thing is, and this is something I've read a few times, is the reason why we prefer texting over talking is because you don't have to drop everything for a text.
Exactly.
If someone calls you, you literally have to stop what you're doing and focus on that call.
Yeah.
Whereas with the text, you can just send the text to someone and then they can reply whenever.
Though I still prefer spells.
Yeah, spells would be so
Magic
much cooler.
spells.
That is such an early 2000s, 90s thing. Texting is so much better.
It is also weird that one of the spell codes that they find is a spell that unlocks boxing gloves. And I'm like, what year were these spells created?
You remember all
the Mystic Force fighters, the boxing gloves.
But you remember all those stories of those wizards punching people?
And then Gandalf entered the ring and did say, I must break you.
The One Ring wasn't actually a ring you wear, it's a ring you box in.
And then Mr. T the Wise said, I pity the fool who tries to fly into Mordor.
Mr. T the Wise. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna level up one more time and then I'm gonna try the new way.
Part of the reason the Sixth Ranger got a breakdown after finding out that he stops being a ranger for a while until his other personality convinces him to fuse again.
He has another personality? Isn't that a little concerning?
I don't know, Split was a thing, so now everybody does it.
That's true.
Split's actually really good. Have you seen Split?
I have not seen Split.
Glass is awful. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I heard it takes everything that the first two films did and it uses none of them.
I found out why. So Unbreakable is great. I don't know if you've seen Unbreakable.
I've seen Unbreakable.
Split is also great. And then Glass was awful. And what sucked is when Split came out, I was like, oh cool, Shyamalan's back to form, and I'm really excited for Glass. I found out, at least this is what someone said, I'm not 100% sure if it's accurate, but it sounds about right. He wrote the script for Split back in the Unbreakable days.
Ah, that
So
explains.
Glass he wrote nowadays when he's not Unbreakable M. Night Shyamalan anymore.
Yeah, that explains it.
Here's what I wonder. If you wrote it back then, what the fuck took so long? Because everyone wanted a sequel to Unbreakable, from what I know. But, you know, I am also glad it took so long, because then we got a wonderful actor who did it.
That is true.
Like,
that did
he
help.
probably wouldn't have done it back then, you know. James McAvoy did a fantastic job.
He really did.
One thing I didn't notice on the first viewing is even his mannerisms change with each personality. Even the way he carries his face changes.
I noticed that in the trailers. That's one of the reasons I was kind of interested in it, but it just didn't feel like my kind of film.
I didn't think it really looked like my kind of film at first either, but I was curious because I like James McAvoy, and I was like, it's an interesting premise. And then someone fucking ruined for me that it was a sequel to Unbreakable, and I was like, oh, fuck you. Like, but it did make me want to see it more.
That would be kind of annoying, yeah.
What also bummed me out is someone ruined the twist for Unbreakable for me. It's a legit good twist, so. But I still liked the movie, either way. But I watched it the whole time going, I know what the twist is. Do you know the twist in Unbreakable?
I've heard it before, but I've forgotten it, so...
Oh, great. Watch it then. Quick! Before somebody else ruins it.
And it wouldn't... You know me, those things don't generally ruin it unless it's like... It might... I don't know. I'd have to... I still need to see Fight Club.
Me too. I haven't seen Fight Club. You want to watch Fight Club?
Yeah, sure, we can watch Fight Club. You want to watch Time?
Wait, Shane, you're talking about Fight Club. Stop that right now. First rule!
RPM did the one of the Rangers of the Robot way better because it actually had plot relevance and matters. Operation Overdrive was a terrible season. Absolutely hated the Rangers.
Okay. I barely remember Operation Overdrive. I mainly just remember the villains because they're hilarious. So, like, there are actually, like, these, like, at first glance, these really badass, like, ice-themed and fire-themed villains, and then the reason they hate each other, you broke my sled when we were little. It's like, still on that, huh? Apparently to the point where one of the villains tells his minions about it, because that's how one of the Rangers finds out about it. One of his stupid minion is like, oh yes, he's been very mad at Flurious ever since Flurious smashed his little red sled.
That's so freaking stupid.
It's like, wait a minute. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I remember you told me about... We had a whole conversation about this for half an hour.
Yeah.
How have we not found a single Kodama, by the way?
I don't know. I'm looking all over the place. What am I doing wrong?
Are they invisible?
Okay, I gotta take an elixir.
What you need to do is take it.
That was rude. I was taking a drink, sir.
I
don't care. I'm grinding.
Wait until you see Doggy Kruger and the Sentai.
I mean, we're probably not going to watch the Sentai. So.
I don't watch Power Rangers anymore, so yeah.
That's
It
insane.
probably will not happen.
That sounds frustrating as fuck. If anything, you're spreading the product and in a way free marketing. Strange how the studios will want to limit their reach.
Agreed, it is strange how they would want to limit their reach by copyright striking a trailer.
Yeah, we've said this before. You should not be able to copyright claim trailer footage. It's promotional material. Why would you copyright claim it? And second, it's out. Once it's out in the public for free, anyone can see it. What's even the point of copyright claiming it?
There have been products.
It's literally just to steal money from people.
Yeah, honestly, that is the only reason. There have been products, games, that I didn't even know existed until I saw people talk about the trailer. Like, I didn't know about that Cleopatra show until I saw someone talk about the trailer.
Though that wasn't good for the show.
It wasn't.
But it was a terrible show anyway.
It made me curious to actually watch it. I didn't watch it, but I found a YouTube channel that I really like now. Called the History of Everything podcast.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, and he watched every episode of Cleopatra, and he goes over it, and apparently there's some episodes in the middle where they do get some history of Cleopatra pretty spot on.
Yeah.
But the problem is...
I would expect them to. God.
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
The problem is that they kind of Netflix up a bunch of different scenes, and they add context that is not true to the story.
I was watching Metatron talk about Cleopatra. Metatron's a great channel, by the way. He's, like, really... Like, when people ask me, hey, can you go over more history? I'm like, I don't know history super well. Go to Metatron. He knows the history. And he has contacts at museums that help him with it. So, yeah.
That makes sense.
And, like, he was talking about one of the episodes of Queen Cleopatra, and Netflix is so, like, the people making this show... I hate saying this because it sounds like I have a huge agenda, but this is just so true. The people making this show are so desperate for you to like this female character that this is how they describe something. At one point, Egypt was hit with a great drought, and that was not Cleopatra's fault.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
It's like, yeah, duh! You think we think that's her fault? Like, oh, it's like, you know, when there's a storm for Obama. It's like, we people who even say that aren't serious. Like, what, how out of touch do you have to be to think you have to point that out?
Yeah, I remember watching that and them saying that and the history of everything.
He
like,
points that out.
Yeah, he was like, well, of course it's not her fault. Just like it wouldn't have been Alexander the Great's fault or any, but like what?
That's not the problem people have with what you're doing here.
Yeah,
I don't care what they tell you in school. It wasn't her fault.
That would be so stupid.
Oh my god. I forgot about
People are commenting on my Thor video. My grandmother said, I don't care what they tell you in school. Heimdall was flat. Look at this guy. He's waiting for an ambush. I always love catching guys who are trying to ambush and just being like, nope. That's not
Rita for. Oh, no one Rita for.
Yeah, we did it. Came right to us.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it go up. That's why.
Let's see. The Witch is more of a religious movie and showing how people believe too much in religion.
No, I know that. Like, I just wish more had happened in it, you know? You could have had that message and also still have stuff happen. And you know what the problem is also? In the Witch movie, like, yeah, I know the lesson is your religion can lead you to act like a fanatic. But here's the thing. There actually is a witch in the Witch movie.
Well,
so, message doesn't really work all that well.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like the Crucible where there isn't.
Yeah,
a witch.
where nobody's actually a witch.
And they're all getting tricked by this one girl who's just mad because this guy won't sleep with her.
But yeah, there actually are witches in the Witch movie. They just like they barely do anything, and what they do is off screen. So it's like, hello? It's like, oh my god, they're so religiously insane they think there are witches about. There are witches about!
That'd be like...
Though they do, like, yeah, they do dumb shit, like they blame the daughter for it when she's completely innocent, so I guess that's the idea. But
like,
you could have at least shown the shit that the witches are doing.
know.
I think we already got this, Rita.
Yeah, that guy was glowing green, so I thought there was a Kodama hidden behind him.
Like, because at one point, like, this witch, like, approaches the son of the family, and I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? And it's really creepy, and then they cut away, and you never find out what she did to the kid. And I'm like, I would have liked to know what's going on, please. It's implied she might have, like, molested him or something, and it's like, okay, I don't need to see that. But, like, did she also put a spell on him? What happened? Like, they just kind of leave it ambiguous what happened, and I would have liked to know what happened.
Yeah, I don't... You might want to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds kind of really, really, really boring to watch, then.
Yeah, I was bored off my ass watching it. And it's just frustrating, because, you know, like the Crucible, when you get mad at everyone for blaming the wrong people, that's what happens in the movie, too. And the biggest problem I have with it is it's marketed as a horror movie, and it's not scary. It's not scary at all. The opening is scary, and so I got excited, and then after that, that's it.
To be fair, a lot of modern-day horror films aren't really that
But
scary.
it doesn't even try to be scary, is the thing.
No.
I get it if you're a horror movie and you're trying and it's just not working. but it doesn't even try to be scary. Like Halloween Ends doesn't even do anything.
Like Halloween
and this movie doesn't even do anything scary. And I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes. I almost said Flickster, but that's an app that connects to Rotten Tomatoes. I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes, and there's people giving it 5-star reviews, and I swear to God, one guy gives it a 5-star review and literally writes in his review, "This is a horror movie that isn't concerned with whether or not you're scared." I was like, that's not a good thing!
It should be concerned with whether, because then it's not a horror film. Horror implies, you know,
if you want to market it as a character study film, maybe we can talk. But it's supposed to be a horror film.
That just sounds like cope, to be honest. It sounds like he's trying to cope with the fact that he likes this film and nobody he knows.
It sounds like someone who doesn't act. Yeah, right. Like you said, like someone who didn't actually like the film, but is like, oh well, it's clearly symbolic and means stuff, so I don't want to look stupid.
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying this is a guy who did like the film, and all his friends told him this isn't a good film. And he's trying to be like, but no, it's good because you know, it's not concerned if you're scared or not. It's like that's not a reason to
let me tell you what horror means, my friend.
It would be like if you had an action film where the whole film it's just one guy sitting in a chair talking about his taxes. That's not an action
so
film.
It's like, yeah, I don't get why people like it so much. I know what it's going for. It's like Last of Us 2. I get what you're trying to do. It's just not what I came here for.
Yeah, the message is not received, friend.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, people are, you know, wildly over-religious. Yes, I know people are wildly over-religious, but there is actually a witch out there. Do you care if I spoil it?
No.
Your goat is literally Satan. Oh. And if anything, you should be more paranoid.
Yeah, that would make me paranoid of any pet goats that I have after. That's... Toko, I don't think he's ever going to review.
That must have sounded very weird out of context. Your goat is literally Satan. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just reading the... Yeah, Toko, I don't think Andrew's ever going to review any of the Sentai shows. They're not really...
I mean, if there's one that's really mythical, maybe someday. It's not on my quick priorities.
If a lot of people in the audience ask for it,
a lot of people want me to review Record of Ragnarok. A lot of people want me to review Age of Mythology. A lot of people want me to review all the Clash and Wrath of the Titans films, Jason and the Argonauts and stuff. The Great Wall and the Immortals Zack Snyder style film. Those are all
about that movie.
So did everyone else, except the people requesting it.
And the Snyder
it's
fans.
A very forgettable film. Now, I don't know if Zack Snyder actually made that. It's a film that's so obviously trying to be 300. Maybe Snyder did. I don't know. I don't remember. It's that forgettable. But
all
yeah, so those are some of the things that are on my high priority list because like a lot of people are asking for them, and I also totally get why they're asking. Like, yeah.
Nice kill.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I actually already have some jokes I want to make about the Immortals movie and the Great Wall movie.
The Great Wall was such a weird idea for
It's such a waste of a concept, too. Like, again, another movie with a good opening. When they have you seen The Great Wall?
I haven't, but I remember you told me about it. It has, like, the monsters and stuff.
Yeah, like, when they introduce the army, it's actually really cool, because it feels grand. They have this huge army defending the wall, and they're, like, playing the drums and shit. It feels really epic. And the people who do different kinds of things are wearing different colored armor, so you can easily tell who's who. Yeah, like, the archers are wearing a type of armor, the spearmen are wearing a type of armor, and yada, yada, yada. But then, so it's like an army of monsters is attacking the wall. It's like, oh shit, Chinese mythology has so many creatures. This is going to be amazing. It's all just one creature.
Yeah, just a shadow beast thing, right?
No, it's the Tao Che, the spirit of greed.
Oh, right.
But what's even more annoying about that is in Chinese myth, there's only one Tao Che, and it's one of the 4 legendary evils. So here's what I think you should have done. Have an army just of monsters, and have the 4 legendary evils be like 4 of the most deadly monsters in it.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Have all 4 of them. It would be really cool. And the Tao Che, it's like, oh, this is a creature with an endless hunger. And I'm like, I know, I've read the myth. But it's like, there's only one way to kill it. You have to stab it in the eye. First of all, that's not in the myth. Second, that I hate when you have a whole army of monsters and they all have one specific weakness, because how creative can you be with the kills now?
Yeah, it's
like-
just gonna be stab or
It's
shoot.
like, exactly. It's like, oh my god, you shot that one in the eye. That's so much more impressive than the last 30 you shot in the eye. Hey, how do you think they're gonna kill this next one? What do you think they're gonna do?
At least with the
Like-
and you can make that argument against what's that? The story about the aliens that they can hear things.
Oh yeah, A Quiet Place.
Yeah, Quiet Place.
Yeah, but that's
But-
because the weakness isn't revealed
exactly. That one
until the
works.
very end. Like, that's because that's part of the fun of the movie is how do you kill this thing?
Yeah, whereas this one,
Whereas
they
this
know
one,
right away.
they know immediately. So, look, if you're going to have an army of Tao Che, you could at least make it where there are lots of different ways you can kill it. Like, the way it kills itself in the myth is it eats itself. Because it has
so
such an
great.
insatiable hunger, and it keeps eating everything around it. So the way it's defeated is, like, people just, like, avoid it. And eventually, you know, it eats everything in its vicinity, and it's still hungry, so it literally eats itself.
All right, chat. We're gonna go on break real quick because I really, really have to pee.
Okay,
and
go
we want to
pee.
rest Andrew's voice for a couple
Yeah.
minutes.
All right, check. We're back, and I know I saw this before we went on break. Jack Dawson asked for a life tip. Do you have a life tip for him, Andrew?
Your people ask for a lot of life tips. I'm a fuck up myself, to be honest with you.
It's one of my redeems.
Yeah. If you're mad at your significant other, tell them why. Don't play the fucking quiet game. That doesn't get you anywhere. Trust me. You know, a lot of experience with this kind of thing. Always better to just talk about it.
Yeah, that's why they say one of the most important things in a relationship is communication.
Yeah, and don't come at them all. You know what you did? Here's even if you're mad, because then you're just gonna make them mad.
Yeah.
You come at them, and here's what you do. You go, hey, listen, I don't think you were trying to make me upset, but I'm upset, and I need to tell you why. And then if they don't listen to you, they're kind of a jerk. Like, any good person will be like, oh shit, what happened? Like, and, you know, just tell them why.
I mean, you might... Here's another thing, because this has happened to me before. You might get in a fight with them. If they come to you and they say something bad, and you fight back, that's natural. You're going to want to defend yourself. But you should also still try to listen to them, and eventually you might... If you both are healthy, even if you get into a big fight, by the end of it, you'll both realize what you did wrong. And hopefully, even if you don't, like, just suddenly get better, hopefully you'll grow a little bit from the situation, because that's really...
Like, look, even if, like, your partner is coming up to you and saying that, even if you think you're right, you might be right, like, but still just listen. Because even if this conversation ends with the other person going, oh, I was wrong, it's still good to show them, hey, you can still come to me and I'm still going to hear you out, though. And I'm going to take what you say seriously.
There have been multiple times where I've gotten fights, and
Yeah.
I always act, and I thought I was in the right, and I yelled and screamed and hollered, well, not screamed and hollered, but I got in a fight with...
Kind of fight where you haven't.
And eventually I did realize I was wrong, and the big thing is once you do realize you're wrong, correct it and apologize.
Yeah.
You can't just apologize, because if you just apologize...
Yeah, you, like, what's that, the quote from BoJack Horseman, you can't just keep doing shitty things and then say you feel bad, you're sorry, and then do those shitty things again. You have to be better.
Yeah, you have to do better.
And it doesn't mean you have to be better right away, but you have to make an effort to be better to the point that, you know, the person you're with can tell you're trying. Like
a good example is I didn't used to do the dishes enough, and Claire and I would get in fights about that, and she told me, I want you to do the dishes without me having to tell you or ask you.
Yeah.
And now I try to go out of my way to do more dishes. I don't do all the dishes all the time, but I do try to go out of my way to do them. That's a timer to get your tea water. So.
Okay. By the way, guys, I equipped a more powerful but lighter chest armor, so now we can equip the more powerful helmet. Nice. And I'm gonna go fight the Nioh and probably die. Yeah. Fight it or die. And with this, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Fuck. Fucked it up. Okay, I still haven't taken any damage. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on, you fat cat.
Thank you.
Welcome. That was entirely what I intended.
Just call me Pete.
No.
From Steamboat Willie.
No.
Fat cat.
That's a good pickup line to use. Let me introduce you to my Steamboat Willie. So you like Disney, huh? How about a look at Steamboat Willie?
So what animal do you think Pete is supposed to be?
It's a cat. It's pretty obvious.
It's funny because there are a lot of people who try to argue he's a dog because he was Goofy's neighbor in the Goofy show.
Yeah, but Mickey and Donald are friends with Goofy. They're not dogs.
I don't get it either. I think it's because in that universe...
I guess just because there are a lot of dogs in that universe, I can see that, but you just look at the ears. He's very obviously a cat.
Yeah, and the whole point was he was supposed to be like the big cat.
Yeah, like Mickey is a mouse, so Pete's a cat.
Yeah, or he was supposed to be like the fat cat, like the boss. Although in the original cartoons, Mickey was the asshole, not Pete.
Yeah. It's like Tom and Jerry, where like originally you think Tom's the bad guy, then you watch this and you're like, yeah, Jerry's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, there are times when Tom is being the dick too,
yeah, but like 9 times out of 10, I'm like, I feel so bad for Tom.
Especially since his owner is always like, you gotta get that mouse or I'm gonna kick you out.
Yeah. Jerry's a dick. Get your own fucking food.
That's why the name for mice is vermin.
Yep. God. Ah, this is hard. I don't want us to spend the whole stream grinding. Well, we did complete a few submissions.
You know what else is hard, Andrew? My long, thick, hard samurai sword.
I thought you were going to say my Steamboat Willie. Fuck off.
Imagine if that hit you while you were opening it and
I would
killed
be
you.
upset. I would be very upset.
Hi, Goblin.
Yeah, here it comes. Boom, 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 boom.
Always 4.
Fuck you, hitting me with your ass.
I'm trying to remember, what are the 4 legendary deities in Japanese mythology? There's the...
4 legendary...
Or no, in Chinese. The dragon,
oh,
the phoenix...
the 4 legendary, like, guardians. Yeah, there's, the azure dragon, the vermilion bird, the white tiger, and the black turtle. The black turtle also sometimes has a snake tail. Which is weird, he's the only one who is more than one animal. You know, I do wish there was a little more music variety in this game. It's always the same boss music.
Yeah, that is a little annoying. But they made the bosses at least... The bosses themselves...
like, the bosses are epic, so that's cool. Okay, that did not go as planned.
You're about to die.
You don't think I know that?
No, I don't think you know that. Because you're not healing.
I have a strategy, and as you can see, it worked out okay.
My strategy is to hold my cat.
Oh, I don't think it's working.
Who's a quick dab?
Okay, so... The thunder attacks are all unblockable, but the physical attacks are blockable.
Good to know.
2, 3, 4. It's good to hit him from the side, because then when he does his tail wagging attack, it doesn't hit you. Oh, not a third one? Fuck you. Oh, shit. I thought lightning only happened behind him when he did that. I didn't know it also happens on him. Well, I've died 3 times. I think it's your turn.
Sure.
I think I died 4 times.
Is that you making that noise, or is that one like... Oh, it's you pushing... Yeah, your foot.
Oh, am I doing something?
No, that's fine. I thought the cat was attacking something, that's why.
Joke tips are the best. Tips don't have to be serious. Redeemed hydrate? Alright, hopefully this tea has cooled down. Not really, but I hydrated.
1 drop of water in a desert is still a gift.
I believe the director said he hated the final product. Director of what? Are you talking about The Witch? That would be weird. I know he's a really passionate director. I hope
it might have
look,
been
even though I didn't enjoy the film, like, it's clearly very loved, so I hope he likes the final product. Like, I never want someone to, like, not be proud of what they've created, unless, you know, what you've created is not only bad, but, like, insultingly bad. Like, you should not be proud of the Queen Cleopatra show. The
problem with that one is there's, like, these weird people in it who are not... They're not historians, clearly.
Yeah.
And yet we're supposed to take them as if they are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess I gotta fight you.
All of the villains are creatures from different mythology, like the 13 Hell Gods is one of the 13 Hell Gods is a Cyclops who is a sniper. I don't think that would make for a very good sniper. Only has 1 eye, no depth perception. Oh, are you grinding?
Oh, there goes.
Well, you're not doing very good. It's fine. It was 125. Who cares?
Oh, I thought it was 1800.
No, it was less than 1,000.
I didn't mean to attack that guy. I was trying to sneak past.
It doesn't really matter. Oh, well, you lost the super, but who cares?
Were we getting far enough for it to do anything anyway?
I don't think I had the guy halfway dead. Besides, you might just get it again during the fight. I like the subtle historical accuracy with the woods being a fearful place for people in early English colonies. Yeah, I like that too. They did a good job of playing up like the woods are dangerous. I just wanted to see the danger happen, you know? Look, the witch has fantastic build-off. Give me some payoff, for fuck's sake.
You said build off.
That's just how bad the payoff is. I can't even speak anymore. I don't like the film for its horror, I like it for the historical accuracy and idea of faith. Yeah, like, I get liking it for that. But, like, let's agree on something. Shane, you can't pause this game.
Alright. Sorry, I can't play right now. We're leaving the door open so the cats are...
Like, let's just agree on something. If it's a horror movie, and nobody likes it for its horror, something is wrong. Can we agree on that? I think that's something we can all agree on.
Like I said, it's like making saying something is an action film.
And then saying the action sucks ass, but everything else is great.
No, but then, like, the whole film is just a guy sitting in a chair.
Yeah, not even having action, actually. That would be the equivalent. No, you have some action in the opening, and then that's it. The rest of the film is a bunch of people talking about violence and the problems it causes.
Get out of it.
I think, you know, with The Witch, they could have done both. They could have had the freaky stuff happening, but, you know, everyone blaming the wrong person for it. You know? Mm-hmm. I think that's what should have happened. That way you get both. You get, like, you satisfy the horror fans, and you also still have your message and your execution, your, you know, historical accuracy shit and everything.
I agree, that would have been better, but we got what we got.
I mean, who knows? Did I just die in one hit?
I think you were underneath him, and then he just...
Yeah, like, I know the lightning hit me, but I only saw one strike hit me. I don't know. Sometimes I, like, get struck by the lightning and don't even notice, because I'm such a bad... Might get struck by lightning later, no big deal, whatever. Feeling cute.
What are you doing, kitty?
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, because sometimes you get... When you get struck by lightning, unless it kills you, it doesn't stun you or knock you back or anything. Sometimes like, oh, I got hit by lightning. I did not notice. I thought I had dodged that. You have to look at your health bar to realize.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
I also really wish you got your elixirs back when you died.
It's kind of bullshit you don't, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna avoid you during that opening part because you keep summoning lightning. Yeah, right there. Oh, here he goes again. Fuck! I got stuck behind that stupid lantern. You know, though, if the fight with this guy goes on long enough, he basically destroys everything in the area.
Good. Let him destroy everything.
And I really, personal preference, I really don't like the Souls game thing of go pick up the shit where you died. Especially because during a boss fight, it's like, okay, I have to run over there real quick, and then we can start having the real fight.
I think you'll really like the Hollow Knight version of it then. Because the way Hollow Knight does it is it has a set spawn point for your pickup thing, and it's usually near the entrance of the boss fight.
Yeah.
Instead of it being exactly where you died.
And yeah, one thing I never like in any game really is when you're at a boss and the checkpoint is not right before the boss. Especially in a Souls game, because it's just wasting your time. A Souls game is where you're expected not to beat the boss in one try. Like, the checkpoint should be right before the boss, because, like, otherwise it's just artificial, like, added length and tediousness. Like, it's like, I've already beaten all these guys leading up to the boss. I know I can beat them again, but I don't want to, like, it's just annoying. I just want to fight the boss again, like, right now. Like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Fuck. You hit him in that area, it does more damage.
Yeah, I figured. You might...
Fucking hell!
Then I don't know how you feel about the way they do it in Hollow Knight, because in Hollow Knight you don't spawn right next to the boss. But the other thing is there
It's like Cuphead did that really well. Like, Cuphead was a really great just one more game. Like, no matter... Like, you could die like 30 times in Cuphead and be like, I just want to try again. Like, I feel like I can get it. You know, because it was right there. It was like instantaneous.
one of the reasons why I think there are some games where it works, like in Hollow Knight it's fine, because one of the things in Hollow Knight is the way you heal is there's this energy source you get, and you only get that by hitting enemies.
Okay.
And when you die, you lose all that energy, right?
I mean, I'll try Hollow Knight. I don't think I've played a game that functions quite the way Hollow Knight does, so maybe it'll be a system I'm good with. Like, I didn't think Cuphead was the kind of game I'd be into, but I played and I was like, oh, I love this fucking game.
Yeah, that's how I felt about Hollow Knight too. And I played the shit out of that game. I think the sequel recently came out too, or it's about to come out. Can someone fact check me on that?
Okay, almost half dead. All these stupid Yokai Realm things.
Honestly, I think the Yokai Realm things are done.
Yeah, they don't really add much to the game.
They just make it more difficult. Like, oh, you gotta like.
I'm not a fan either.
Yeah, I don't see the point. Do they have something like that in the Dark Souls games, Chad? Do you know?
I thought you were asking me. I was like, I don't know.
Like a thing where if you where you can't attack, get your stamina back for a while.
Okay, okay. We're doing pretty good. God, I wish I had the super now. Okay. Okay.
The tip giver needs some tips.
Shit, I really wish I had the super. Oh god, he's using new attacks. Here it comes. 2, 3, 4. Oh god, if I had the super, I could end this right now.
I forgot Pete was a cat. Disney has said Pete is a cat. C-A-T. Get it?
Hey,
No,
I'm not the one who's arguing he's not a cat.
When you said get it, I thought it was like a pun or something.
My favorite horror films are the Conjuring films.
The first one was really good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hear the
The
first
second one I
fantastic.
probably should have watched in theaters. I watched it at home, and it didn't scare me all that much. But the first one, I think the main reason
You got hit by
I
the
was
lightning.
scared watching it is because I watched it in a dark theater.
Ooh, that makes sense.
And I watched it with my fucking worthless father, and what made me happy was he jumped out of his seat at one point, and I was like, yes. I was very much
You got hit with the
schadenfreude.
lightning.
I know. I was
You were shunned.
and I'm already fucking out of elixirs, but he's so close to death. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why don't I have a super? God damn it!
How do you get the super again? By hitting people, right?
Wait, do I have the super? Let's test. Nope, I don't. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No!
We did it! Let's go!
Oh, got him! Oh,
Okay, we can...
yes!
I think that's also a good place to end the stream. 'Cause
Yeah, that's a good place to end it, but yeah, let's just... any finishing cutscene or whatever. You repelled my... oh, I thought you said you repelled my father for a
You
second.
repelled my father.
Father!
No. Oh.
This is the game teaching you about, I forget what they're called. I never would have expected a foreigner would repel my familiar. So this is all your fault! My name is Fuku. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you for that bullshit!
You piece of shit. On your
I'm an
mage.
Omnio Mage. I protect the area. Protect the area? You sick to goddamn fucking Nioh on me, you asshole! It still seemed upset. You were able to quell. It seems upset, but you were able to quell its anger.
Anger, okay.
Well, now she's talking about this guy. You got the gesture sorry. Yeah, no, fuck you. I'm not sorry. Okay, where's sorry? Written
I think you have to
That's
equip
not
it.
good. Disappointed. Oh no, bow
I
clap.
think you have to equip it.
Okay. Skill customization.
No, it's not this.
Titles. Amrita memories. Photo mode. I don't.
Is it under equipment?
Speak. Can I talk to you? Gesture menu.
Oh, you press the.
No, I didn't. That brings up this.
Oh.
Wait, switch mode. Okay, maybe this.
Oh, go further down.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, here.
You have to switch it, grab it, and then move it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think we need leave it to me. Whatever that's a little bit. Okay. Bye, bitch.
Interesting mechanic.
It's like you lifted its spirits. All it takes sometimes is a simple apology.
Why didn't you apologize?
Yeah, you know what? I don't like you. You made my life very unnecessarily difficult.
Also, you have a penis hat.
Yeah, dickhead.
She's literally a dickhead.
Elevator.
And then there's another new way down there.
No! There's two of them. You know, later in this game, there's actually a new way out in the wild.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is it stronger or about the same strength?
I think it's the same strength, but of course you're much more powerful at that point. Okay, Are we not done with this level? I actually didn't remember that it kept going.
Okay, well, I think we should probably end there, catch up on the chat.
It's still going.
It's still going. Is that a bear's face on your lap?
So I think I need to get up there.
Like, go look to your right.
Where?
Further to the right. Oh, never mind. That rubble looked like a bear's head.
Interesting.
Stormy becomes Goku or Silver, and Boss comes away. Tori kills his mother, or kills his monster. Next episode, Doc gets jealous of Tori since he's a fantastic warrior and feels like he's getting sidelined. You'll like Elden Ring because they had checkpoints everywhere, including near the bosses.
Okay,
Good to know.
I guess so. Yeah, I think there's like gonna be like a whole nother level now.
Oh no.
Something.
Dynamite wants to know what horror films are in your top 5.
Ooh, definitely Conjuring 1. Been a while since I've seen a good horror movie.
None for me because I don't like horror.
Yeah, Shane's not a horror person. I mean, I liked the Halloween 2018 movie. Didn't love it though.
What about the original Halloween?
Original Halloween's pretty darn good, but yeah, I saw it when I was like a lot younger, so it scared me. But older, I don't find it very scary anymore. I didn't like Drag Me to Hell. I was ready for that to be awesome, and then it was just kind of silly. It's like, are we trying to be silly? It's a Sam Raimi movie, so I guess so. Oh, the new Evil Dead was really good.
Oh yeah, I heard there's a new Evil Dead. Good
Yeah.
to know it's good.
I do not like the original Evil Deads. Again, they're just silly. They're not scary.
That's why I kind of want to watch
Yeah.
it, because it's Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. Well, watch Army of Darkness. That one's, like, fun, silly. Like, that's the third Evil Dead movie. You know what's annoying about the original Evil Dead movies? Every new film keeps retconning the ending of the previous film. They can never decide how they want to tell their damn story.
That's That's strange.
Yeah. I know why it happened in the second film. Like, in the second film, they wanted to have, like, a previously on to catch people up on what happened in the first film. But there was some studio issue, and they didn't have the rights to the first film anymore. So, in that case, you know, you'd think they'd just not do a previously on anymore. But no, they still wanted to do it, so they completely changed the events of the first film. And had a previously on of shit that didn't happen in the first film. It was the weirdest shit ever. Anyway, top 5 would be... so yeah, Conjuring 1, Evil Dead Rise. I haven't seen the 2016 Evil Dead. Ugh.
I think we should end here, so no more.
Well, let me just go grab our shit, though.
No.
That's the shit we got from the Nioh.
Right.
Yeah, but like, meanwhile, let me, like, try to come up with this list that they want.
All right. Well, Dynamite says it's to be released. Well, thank you for letting me know about if the sequel's out for.
I'm trying to remember.
Hollow Knight, because Hollow Knight was a lot of fun. The DLC was hard as heck too.
So much terrible horror. You know, I wouldn't say this is one of the best horror films, but I really liked the twist in The Boy. I thought that was actually. It was a twist I didn't see coming, and it was the kind of twist where you see it and it makes you think back and rethink everything you saw up until that point. So I was like, oh shit, that was actually a really good twist. At least that's how I felt. Some people said it was obvious, and I'm like, okay, now I feel stupid. What the fuck is our shit?
I never saw The Boy, and I don't think... I think you gotta go straight.
Is that where I was? No, that's not where I was.
Turn right. Turn right.
Yeah.
Go straight through there.
Was I this way?
Yes.
Okay. You sure?
Yes. Keep going to your left, I think.
Alright, if you say so. Oh, wait, I think I saw...
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's the Phoenix. Okay, let's just finish this shit. And then, yeah, I'll just go back to the shrine. I didn't think there was this much. I was just kind of scouting ahead to see if there was a lot, and yeah, it looks like there's a lot. Okay, I'll just go back to the shrine now.
They don't have a yokai realm in any of the FromSoft Soul games. That's good.
They don't have an equivalent either. Like, because I knew it wouldn't be a yokai.
Yeah, they don't have a thing like
they don't have a thing that when you stand and you don't regain any stamina or shit.
I'm guessing that's what Toko's saying. But
yeah,
just to clarify.
All right, cool. That's good. All right, good.
Because honestly, it kind of feels just like bullshit. It's like, oh, they get to attack hard, but also now you can't attack because
they just keep dropping yokai realms everywhere.
It's like, why? It was cool being here. See you next stream. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you, Jack Dawson. I will be streaming by myself tomorrow and Friday playing Tears of the Kingdom. Andrew, is there anything else you want to say?
What's like a really great horror film? Can you think of one? I know you're not a horror fan, but do you know something everyone says is a great horror film?
Lady in Black. I hear some people like the one with Daniel Radcliffe.
I liked the first Insidious also. I thought that was good. Insidious 2 was okay. Haven't seen the other ones.
I know Split isn't a horror, but it's a psychological thriller.
It is a thriller. Yeah, I can count that. Yeah, I like Split a lot. I don't know. I'll try to think of more.
And the best horror of all, The Room. The horror is, how did that thing ever get you? Selling jackets. Not an equivalent. Okay, so they don't have an equivalent. Y'all have a great night. We will have a great night, and I hope you guys all have a great night. Andrew's got to go home. He's got to go rest his voice so he can record more videos for us so we have more entertainment. I've got to get going because I got to make dinner and, well, drive him
I've also got to watch Record of Ragnarok and make a video on that.
Oh, yeah, the Season 2 Part 2.
Season 2 Part 2 just came out, and I'm sure everyone's going to love to hear my opinion on that.
Nobody cares.
You recently watched some Record of Ragnarok. You want to tell the people what you thought?
I don't think it's good at all. Honestly, there were points where I was hating the fact that I had to watch it. I didn't know. I think it's like an interesting idea. If you're really into punch fighting,
then you'll like this anime.
Except for how it keeps cutting away from the punch fighting.
The punch fighting to me is always an extra thing on top of the stuff I like in a show. And so the things I like are characters and story and world building, and it does all of that at like surface level. And then it does the punch fighting, and it doesn't do it well because of how poorly it's animated.
Goblin just doing whatever he wants to do.
That's why I gotta keep spraying until he stops.
Anyway, I hope we get the next inaccuracy video done soon for you guys, and I hope you guys like it.
I think I'm about halfway through, so...
If there's a video of mine you're debating whether you should watch, you could go watch the ranking video, since that didn't get a lot of views, and you could also go watch my shockingly similar stories video, since that also doesn't have a lot of views.
I actually really like that one.
And I put a lot of work into both of those, so you know.
We're looking forward to that. Anyways, guys, stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy. We're gonna go raid someone. Who, if anybody has any points to spend for us to raid, then use them now. I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody used their points, so we're just gonna raid our friend Jeremy, aka Go say hi to him. Stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy. Most importantly, be thankful for everything and everyone in your life. We will see you tomorrow for Thrashing Thursday, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I am very near the end. I'm just kind of messing around a lot, but I hope to see you there in the Dragon's Den tomorrow. And the number one rule here in the Dragon's Den, don't believe in yourself. Believe in me, who believes in you. Bye-bye, chat.